1. Understanding deserts. 1.1 Introduction to deserts. Deserts are vast and arid landscapes that cover approximately 1/3 of the Earth's land surface. These unique environments are characterized by their extreme temperatures, sparse vegetation, and limited water sources. Traversing deserts can be a challenging and potentially dangerous endeavor, but with proper knowledge and preparation, it is possible to navigate these harsh terrains safely and successfully. Deserts are often misunderstood and seen as barren wastelands devoid of life. However, they are complex ecosystems that support a surprising array of plants, animals, and microorganisms. Understanding the intricacies of deserts is crucial for anyone planning to venture into these environments. Characteristics of deserts. Deserts are defined by their low precipitation levels, typically receiving less than 250 mm (10 inches) of rainfall per year. This scarcity of water is one of the defining features of deserts and poses a significant challenge for survival. The lack of moisture also contributes to the arid conditions and the formation of sand dunes, rocky landscapes, and vast expanses of barren land. Another characteristic of deserts is their extreme temperatures. During the day, desert temperatures can soar to blistering highs, often exceeding 40 degrees Celsius (104 degrees Fahrenheit). Conversely, at night, temperatures can plummet to freezing levels due to the absence of cloud cover and the lack of moisture to retain heat. These temperature fluctuations can be physically demanding and require careful planning and preparation. Types of deserts. Deserts can be classified into 4 main types: hot and dry deserts, semi-arid deserts, coastal deserts, and cold deserts. Each type has its own unique characteristics and challenges. Hot and dry deserts, such as the Sahara in Africa and the Arabian Desert in the Middle East, are the most well-known deserts. They are characterized by scorching temperatures, minimal rainfall, and vast stretches of sand dunes. These deserts can be particularly challenging to traverse due to the extreme heat and lack of water sources. Semi-arid deserts, also known as steppe deserts, have slightly higher precipitation levels compared to hot and dry deserts. They are typically found in regions such as the Great Basin in the United States and the Gobi Desert in Asia. These deserts feature a mix of sandy and rocky terrain, with sparse vegetation adapted to the arid conditions. Coastal deserts, as the name suggests, are located along coastlines and are influenced by oceanic conditions. Examples of coastal deserts include the Atacama Desert in South America and the Namib Desert in Africa. These deserts often experience cool sea breezes and fog, which provide some relief from the aridity. Cold deserts, such as the Antarctic and Arctic deserts, are characterized by their frigid temperatures and low precipitation. These deserts are covered in snow and ice for much of the year, making them inhospitable and challenging to traverse. The extreme cold and lack of vegetation pose additional risks to travelers in these regions. Climate and weather in deserts. Understanding the climate and weather patterns of deserts is essential for planning a successful journey. Deserts experience significant temperature variations between day and night, as well as seasonal fluctuations. It is crucial to be prepared for these extremes and to pack appropriate clothing and gear. In addition to temperature variations, deserts are also prone to sudden and intense weather events. Dust storms, also known as haboobs, can arise quickly and reduce visibility to near-zero levels. These storms can be dangerous, as they can disorient travelers and cause respiratory issues. It is important to seek shelter and protect yourself during these events. Rainfall in deserts is infrequent but can be intense when it does occur. Flash floods are a common occurrence in desert regions, as the dry soil cannot absorb water quickly. These floods can be extremely dangerous and can sweep away vehicles and even buildings. It is crucial to be aware of the weather forecast and avoid crossing dry riverbeds or low-lying areas during or after rainfall. Unique features of deserts. Deserts are home to a variety of unique features that make them both challenging and fascinating to traverse. Sand dunes, formed by wind-blown sand, are one of the most iconic features of deserts. These towering mounds of sand can reach impressive heights and present both physical and navigational challenges. Rock formations, such as mesas, buttes, and canyons, are also common in desert landscapes. These geological formations can provide shelter and navigation landmarks for travelers. However, they can also be treacherous to navigate, with steep cliffs and rugged terrain. Oases, small pockets of vegetation and water, are a welcome sight in the desert. These natural springs provide a vital source of water for both wildlife and travelers. Locating and accessing oases can be crucial for survival in the desert, and understanding how to find and utilize these resources is essential. In conclusion, deserts are unique and challenging environments that require careful planning and preparation to traverse safely. Understanding the characteristics, climate, and unique features of deserts is the first step in embarking on a successful desert journey. With the right knowledge and skills, you can navigate these arid landscapes and appreciate the beauty and resilience of these remarkable ecosystems. 1.2 Types of deserts. Deserts are vast and diverse landscapes that cover approximately 1/3 of the Earth's land surface. They are characterized by their arid conditions, with very little rainfall and sparse vegetation. Despite their harsh and inhospitable nature, deserts are home to a wide variety of unique plants, animals, and geological formations. In order to successfully traverse deserts, it is essential to understand the different types of deserts and their distinct characteristics. This knowledge will help you prepare for the specific challenges and conditions you may encounter during your desert journey. 1. Hot deserts. Hot deserts are the most well-known and widely recognized type of desert. These deserts are typically located in tropical and subtropical regions, near the equator or in areas with high-pressure systems that inhibit rainfall. Hot deserts are characterized by their extreme temperatures, with scorching hot days and cool nights. The lack of vegetation and moisture in these deserts contributes to their arid and barren landscapes. One of the most famous hot deserts is the Sahara Desert in North Africa, which is the largest hot desert in the world. Other notable hot deserts include the Arabian Desert in the Middle East, the Mojave Desert in the United States, and the Great Victoria Desert in Australia. 2. Cold deserts. Contrary to popular belief, not all deserts are hot. Cold deserts, also known as polar deserts, are found in high-latitude regions near the Earth's poles. These deserts experience extremely cold temperatures, with freezing winters and cool summers. The lack of precipitation in these regions, combined with the freezing temperatures, creates a harsh and unforgiving environment. The largest cold desert in the world is the Antarctic Desert, which covers the entire continent of Antarctica. Other notable cold deserts include the Gobi Desert in Asia and the Patagonian Desert in South America. 3. Coastal deserts. Coastal deserts are unique desert ecosystems that are located along the coastlines of continents. These deserts are influenced by the cold ocean currents that flow along the coast, resulting in cool temperatures and low precipitation. Coastal deserts often experience heavy fog and mist, which provides some moisture to sustain plant and animal life. The Namib Desert in southwestern Africa is a prime example of a coastal desert. It is known for its towering sand dunes and unique desert-adapted wildlife. Other notable coastal deserts include the Atacama Desert in South America and the Baja California Desert in Mexico. 4. Semi-arid deserts. Semi-arid deserts, also known as steppe deserts, are transitional zones between deserts and more fertile regions. These deserts receive slightly more rainfall than true deserts, but still experience long periods of drought and aridity. The vegetation in semi-arid deserts is often sparse and consists of drought-resistant plants. The Chihuahuan Desert in North America and the Karoo Desert in South Africa are examples of semi-arid deserts. These deserts are known for their unique plant and animal species that have adapted to survive in the harsh conditions. 5. Mountain deserts. Mountain deserts, also known as highland deserts, are found in elevated regions such as plateaus and mountain ranges. These deserts are characterized by their high altitude, which results in cooler temperatures and lower atmospheric pressure. Mountain deserts often have unique geological formations, such as canyons and rock formations, due to the erosion caused by wind and water. The Atacama Desert in Chile, which is both a coastal and mountain desert, is one of the most famous mountain deserts in the world. Other notable mountain deserts include the Tibetan Plateau in Asia and the Great Basin Desert in the United States. Understanding the different types of deserts is crucial for planning and preparing for a desert journey. Each type of desert presents its own set of challenges and requires specific strategies for survival and navigation. By familiarizing yourself with the characteristics of deserts, you will be better equipped to face the unique demands of traversing these remarkable landscapes. 1.3 Climate and weather in deserts. Understanding the climate and weather patterns in deserts is crucial for anyone planning to traverse these harsh and unforgiving landscapes. Deserts are known for their extreme temperatures, limited precipitation, and unique weather phenomena. In this section, we will explore the climate characteristics of deserts and provide essential information on how to prepare for and navigate through desert weather conditions. 1.3.1 Desert climate. Deserts are characterized by their arid climate, which is defined by low levels of precipitation. The lack of moisture in the air and the scarcity of water sources contribute to the unique climate found in these regions. The two primary types of desert climates are hot deserts and cold deserts. Hot deserts, such as the Sahara in Africa and the Mojave in the United States, are known for their scorching temperatures during the day and significant temperature drops at night. The lack of cloud cover in hot deserts allows for rapid heat loss after sunset, resulting in chilly nights. It is not uncommon for the temperature to fluctuate by 20 to 30 degrees Celsius, 36 to 54 degrees Fahrenheit within a single day. Cold deserts, like the Gobi in Asia and the Atacama in South America, experience extreme temperature variations as well. However, their overall climate is colder compared to hot deserts. Cold deserts often have freezing temperatures during the winter months and relatively mild summers. The lack of moisture in the air also contributes to the cold desert climate, making it challenging for life to thrive. 1.3.2 Weather patterns. While deserts are generally associated with dry and arid conditions, they are not entirely devoid of weather patterns. Although rainfall is scarce, deserts can experience occasional thunderstorms, flash floods, and even snowfall in cold desert regions. These weather events can be unpredictable and pose additional challenges for desert travelers. Thunderstorms in deserts are often intense but short-lived. They are characterized by heavy rain, strong winds, and lightning. Flash floods can occur when sudden downpours overwhelm the desert's limited capacity to absorb water. These floods can be dangerous and can quickly transform dry riverbeds into raging torrents. It is crucial to be aware of the weather forecast and avoid camping or traveling in low-lying areas during the rainy season. Snowfall in cold deserts can occur during the winter months when temperatures drop below freezing. While the amount of snow may not be significant, it can create slippery and treacherous conditions, especially on steep slopes. Travelers should be prepared for these weather changes and adjust their plans accordingly. 1.3.3 Extreme temperatures. One of the most significant challenges in desert environments is dealing with extreme temperatures. During the day, hot deserts can reach scorching temperatures well above 40 degrees Celsius (104 degrees Fahrenheit). The intense heat can cause dehydration, heat exhaustion, and heat stroke if proper precautions are not taken. To mitigate the risks associated with extreme heat, it is essential to plan your activities around the cooler parts of the day. Traveling early in the morning or late in the afternoon allows you to avoid the peak heat and conserve your energy. It is also crucial to stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water and electrolyte-rich fluids. Avoid consuming alcohol and caffeine as they can contribute to dehydration. At night, desert temperatures can drop significantly, especially in hot deserts. It is essential to have appropriate clothing and gear to stay warm during these cold nights. Layering your clothing and having a good quality sleeping bag rated for low temperatures can help you stay comfortable and prevent hypothermia. 1.3.4 Sandstorms and dust storms. Deserts are notorious for their sandstorms and dust storms, which can be hazardous and reduce visibility to near zero levels. These storms occur when strong winds pick up loose sand and dust particles, creating a swirling cloud that engulfs the landscape. If you find yourself caught in a sandstorm or dust storm, it is crucial to seek shelter immediately. Look for natural features like rock formations or dunes that can provide some protection from the blowing sand. Cover your mouth and nose with a scarf or bandana to prevent inhalation of dust particles. It is also advisable to protect your eyes by wearing goggles or sunglasses. During a sandstorm or dust storm, it is essential to stay calm and wait for the storm to pass. Attempting to navigate through the storm can be dangerous and disorienting. Once the storm subsides, be cautious of the changed landscape and potential hazards that may have been uncovered by the wind. Conclusion. Understanding the climate and weather patterns in deserts is vital for a successful journey. Whether you are planning a short excursion or a long expedition, being prepared for the extreme temperatures, occasional weather events, and sandstorms will significantly enhance your safety and enjoyment in these challenging environments. By equipping yourself with the necessary knowledge and taking appropriate precautions, you can confidently traverse the sands and unlock the secrets of the desert. 1.4 Unique features of deserts. Deserts are fascinating and unique ecosystems that present a variety of challenges and opportunities for those who wish to traverse them. In this section, we will explore some of the distinctive features that make deserts so remarkable and discuss how to navigate and survive in these harsh environments. Extreme temperatures. One of the most notable characteristics of deserts is their extreme temperatures. During the day, desert temperatures can soar to blistering highs, often exceeding 100 degrees Fahrenheit (38 degrees Celsius). Conversely, at night, temperatures can plummet to freezing levels. These extreme temperature fluctuations can be dangerous and require careful preparation. To cope with the scorching heat during the day, it is crucial to protect yourself from the sun's rays. Wear lightweight, loose-fitting clothing that covers your skin to minimize exposure. A wide-brimmed hat and sunglasses will shield your face and eyes from the intense sunlight. Additionally, apply sunscreen with a high SPF regularly to protect your skin from sunburn. At night, the desert can become bitterly cold, especially in arid regions. It is essential to have appropriate clothing and gear to stay warm. Layer your clothing to trap heat close to your body and insulate yourself from the cold. A good quality sleeping bag and a thermal blanket are essential for a comfortable night's sleep. Sparse vegetation. Deserts are characterized by their sparse vegetation, with plants adapted to survive in arid conditions. The lack of vegetation means that water sources are scarce, making it crucial to plan your journey carefully and locate reliable water sources along your route. When traversing deserts, it is essential to carry enough water to sustain yourself throughout your journey. The general rule of thumb is to carry at least 1 gallon, 3.8 liters, of water per person per day. This amount may vary depending on factors such as temperature, exertion level, and individual hydration needs. It is also advisable to carry water purification methods, such as water filters or purification tablets, to treat water from natural sources if necessary. Sand dunes and rocky terrain. Deserts are known for their vast stretches of sand dunes and rocky terrain. Navigating through these challenging landscapes requires specific techniques and precautions. When crossing sand dunes, it is essential to choose your path wisely. Look for areas where the sand appears compacted, as it will provide better traction. Walking on the ridges of dunes can be easier than traversing the steep slopes. Take small, deliberate steps to avoid sinking into the sand, and use trekking poles for stability. Rocky terrain can be equally challenging to navigate. Pay close attention to your footing and choose stable rocks to step on. Take your time and proceed with caution to avoid tripping or twisting an ankle. It is also advisable to wear sturdy, ankle-supporting footwear to protect your feet from sharp rocks and uneven surfaces. Sandstorms and dust devils. Deserts are notorious for their unpredictable weather conditions, including sandstorms and dust devils. These natural phenomena can pose significant risks to travelers. Sandstorms occur when strong winds lift and carry sand particles, reducing visibility and creating hazardous conditions. If you find yourself caught in a sandstorm, seek shelter immediately. Look for natural windbreaks, such as large rocks or dunes, to protect yourself from the blowing sand. Cover your face and mouth with a scarf or bandana to prevent inhalation of sand particles. Dust devils are whirlwinds that form when hot air near the ground rises rapidly, picking up dust and debris. While they are generally less dangerous than sandstorms, they can still cause discomfort and disorientation. If you encounter a dust devil, it is best to move away from its path to avoid being caught in the swirling dust. Unique flora and fauna. Despite the harsh conditions, deserts are home to a surprising variety of plant and animal life. Many desert plants have adapted to conserve water and thrive in arid environments. Cacti, succulents, and other drought-resistant plants are common in desert regions. Desert wildlife includes a range of species specially adapted to survive in these extreme conditions. From camels and kangaroo rats to scorpions and sidewinder snakes, desert animals have unique adaptations that allow them to thrive in the arid environment. While encountering wildlife can be a thrilling experience, it is essential to observe them from a safe distance and avoid disturbing their natural habitats. Understanding and appreciating the unique features of deserts will enhance your journey and allow you to navigate and survive in these challenging environments. By preparing adequately, respecting the fragile ecosystem, and being mindful of the risks, you can embark on a safe and rewarding desert traverse. 2. Preparing for a desert journey. 2.1 Assessing your fitness and skills. Before embarking on a desert journey, it is crucial to assess your fitness level and skills to ensure a safe and successful crossing. Traversing deserts can be physically demanding and mentally challenging, requiring specific abilities and knowledge. This section will guide you through the process of evaluating your fitness and skills, helping you determine if you are adequately prepared for the desert environment. Physical fitness. Desert travel often involves long hours of walking or physical exertion, making physical fitness a vital aspect to consider. Assessing your physical fitness will help you gauge your endurance, strength, and overall health, enabling you to plan your journey accordingly. Here are some factors to consider. Endurance. Desert crossings can be arduous, requiring you to walk long distances under the scorching sun. Evaluate your endurance by engaging in regular cardiovascular exercises such as running, cycling, or swimming. Gradually increase the duration and intensity of your workouts to build stamina. Strength. Carrying a backpack with essential gear and supplies can be physically demanding. Strengthen your muscles, particularly your legs, back, and core, through weightlifting, bodyweight exercises, or yoga. Focus on exercises that mimic the movements you will encounter in the desert, such as lunges, squats, and planks. Flexibility. Maintaining flexibility is crucial for navigating uneven terrain and preventing injuries. Incorporate stretching exercises into your fitness routine, focusing on your legs, hips, and back. Yoga or Pilates can also improve your flexibility and balance. Heat tolerance. Deserts are known for their extreme temperatures, and your ability to tolerate heat is essential. Gradually expose yourself to hotter environments, such as saunas or hot yoga classes, to acclimate your body to high temperatures. Stay hydrated during these sessions and pay attention to any signs of heat exhaustion or heat stroke. Skills assessment. In addition to physical fitness, evaluating your skills is equally important for a successful desert crossing. Acquiring and honing specific skills will enhance your ability to navigate, survive, and enjoy the desert environment. Consider the following skills. Navigation. Desert landscapes can be disorienting, and having strong navigation skills is crucial. Assess your ability to read maps, use a compass, and understand GPS devices. Familiarize yourself with different navigation techniques specific to desert environments, such as using landmarks, celestial navigation, or reading sand patterns. First aid and survival skills. Being prepared for emergencies is essential in the desert. Evaluate your knowledge of first aid techniques, including treating heat-related illnesses, dehydration, and injuries common in desert environments. Familiarize yourself with survival skills such as building shelters, finding water sources, and signaling for help. Outdoor skills. Having a solid foundation in outdoor skills will greatly benefit your desert journey. Assess your knowledge of camping, cooking, and setting up a campsite in challenging conditions. Practice using camping equipment, such as tents, stoves, and water filtration systems, to ensure you are comfortable using them in the desert. Communication. Effective communication is vital, especially when traveling in remote desert areas. Evaluate your ability to use radios, satellite phones, or other communication devices. Familiarize yourself with emergency protocols and procedures, ensuring you can effectively communicate with rescue teams if needed. Mental preparedness. Desert crossings can be mentally challenging, requiring resilience, patience, and adaptability. Assess your mental preparedness by exposing yourself to uncomfortable situations, such as spending time in extreme heat or isolation. Practice mindfulness and stress management techniques to maintain a positive mindset during challenging moments. Seeking professional guidance. If you are unsure about your fitness level or lack specific skills required for desert travel, consider seeking professional guidance. Outdoor adventure organizations, survival schools, or experienced desert travelers can provide valuable training, guidance, and assessment. Participating in guided desert expeditions or training programs can enhance your skills and boost your confidence before embarking on your own journey. Remember, assessing your fitness and skills is a crucial step in preparing for a desert journey. It ensures your safety, enhances your enjoyment, and increases your chances of a successful crossing. Take the time to evaluate your physical fitness, acquire necessary skills, and seek professional guidance if needed. By doing so, you will be well prepared to face the challenges and wonders of the desert. 2.2 Planning your route. When it comes to traversing deserts, proper planning is essential to ensure a safe and successful journey. Planning your route in advance will help you navigate through the challenging terrain, avoid potential hazards, and reach your destination efficiently. In this section, we will discuss the key factors to consider when planning your desert route. Understanding the terrain. Before you start planning your route, it is crucial to have a good understanding of the desert terrain you will be traversing. Deserts can vary significantly in terms of topography, including sand dunes, rocky plateaus, canyons, and vast open plains. Each type of terrain presents its own challenges and requires different navigation techniques. Researching the specific desert you will be exploring will provide valuable insights into its unique features and potential obstacles. Look for topographic maps, satellite imagery, and geological information to gain a better understanding of the landscape. This knowledge will help you identify potential hazards, such as steep cliffs, soft sand, or areas prone to flash floods. Identifying points of interest. When planning your desert route, it is essential to identify points of interest along the way. These could include landmarks, natural features, historical sites, or areas of cultural significance. Not only will these points of interest add depth to your journey, but they can also serve as navigational aids. By marking significant landmarks on your map or GPS device, you can use them as reference points to ensure you are on the right track. Additionally, knowing the location of water sources, if any, is crucial for survival in the desert. Research and mark reliable water sources on your route, and plan your journey accordingly to ensure you have access to water when needed. Assessing distance and time. When planning your desert route, it is important to consider the distance you will be covering and the time it will take to complete the journey. Desert travel can be physically demanding, and factors such as extreme temperatures, challenging terrain, and limited resources can significantly affect your pace. Calculate the distance between your starting point and destination, and break it down into manageable segments. Consider the average distance you can cover in a day, taking into account the terrain and your physical fitness level. It is always better to plan conservatively and allow extra time for unforeseen circumstances or emergencies. Considering weather and seasonal factors. Weather conditions in deserts can be extreme and unpredictable, so it is crucial to consider the seasonal factors when planning your route. Research the typical weather patterns for the time of year you will be traveling and take note of any potential hazards, such as sandstorms, flash floods, or extreme heat. Avoid traveling during the hottest months of the year when temperatures can soar to dangerous levels. Instead, plan your journey during milder seasons when the weather is more favorable. Keep in mind that even during cooler months, desert temperatures can fluctuate significantly between day and night, so be prepared for these temperature variations. Planning for safety in emergency situations. Safety should always be a top priority when traversing deserts. Plan your route with safety in mind, considering factors such as access to emergency services, communication coverage, and proximity to civilization. It is advisable to inform someone reliable about your travel plans, including your intended route and estimated time of return. Carry essential safety equipment, including a first aid kit, signaling devices, and a satellite phone or emergency beacon. Familiarize yourself with basic survival skills and know how to navigate without relying solely on technology. Research the nearest rescue services and their contact information, so you can quickly seek help if needed. Testing and revising your route. Once you have planned your desert route, it is essential to test and revise it if necessary. Before embarking on your journey, consider conducting a trial run in a similar desert environment to assess the feasibility of your planned route. This will help you identify any potential challenges or shortcomings in your plan. During your trial run, pay attention to the terrain, navigation difficulties, and any unexpected obstacles. Use this opportunity to fine-tune your route, make necessary adjustments, and gather additional information that will enhance your journey. Remember, flexibility is key when traversing deserts, as conditions can change rapidly. By carefully planning your desert route, considering the terrain, points of interest, distance, weather, and safety factors, you will be well prepared for your journey. A well-planned route will not only ensure your safety but also enhance your overall experience, allowing you to fully appreciate the beauty and challenges of the desert landscape. 2.3 Gathering essential gear and supplies. When embarking on a desert journey, it is crucial to gather the essential gear and supplies that will ensure your safety and comfort throughout the expedition. The harsh and unforgiving environment of the desert demands careful preparation and planning. In this section, we will discuss the necessary equipment, clothing, and provisions you should consider when traversing deserts. 2.3.1 Equipment. Backpack. A sturdy and comfortable backpack is essential for carrying all your gear and supplies. Look for a backpack with a capacity that suits the length of your journey and adjustable straps for a proper fit. Tent. A lightweight and durable tent will provide shelter from the scorching sun and potential sandstorms. Choose a tent that is easy to set up and has good ventilation to keep you cool during the day and warm at night. Sleeping bag. Opt for a sleeping bag that is suitable for desert conditions. Look for one with a temperature rating that matches the expected nighttime temperatures in the desert. Additionally, consider a sleeping bag liner to keep your bag clean and add extra warmth if needed. Sleeping pad. A sleeping pad will provide insulation from the cold ground and add comfort to your sleeping arrangements. Look for a lightweight and compact pad that is easy to carry. Cooking equipment. A lightweight camping stove, fuel canisters, and cookware are essential for preparing meals and boiling water. Choose a stove that is suitable for desert conditions and easy to use. Water containers. It is crucial to carry an ample supply of water in the desert. Invest in durable water containers with a large capacity to ensure you have enough water for drinking, cooking, and cleaning. Navigation tools. A reliable compass, topographic maps, and a GPS device are essential for navigating through the desert. Familiarize yourself with these tools and learn how to use them effectively before your journey. Headlamp and flashlight. These are essential for navigating in the dark and finding your way around the campsite. Make sure to pack extra batteries to avoid running out of power. Multi-tool. A versatile multi-tool can come in handy for various tasks such as repairing gear, opening cans, and cutting ropes. Choose a durable and compact tool that includes essential features like a knife, pliers, and screwdrivers. First aid kit. Accidents and injuries can happen in any environment, so it is crucial to carry a well-stocked first aid kit. Include items such as bandages, antiseptic ointment, pain relievers, and any necessary prescription medications. 2.3.2 Clothing. Protective clothing. Dressing appropriately is vital to protect yourself from the intense heat and sun exposure in the desert. Opt for loose-fitting, lightweight, and breathable clothing that provides coverage for your arms and legs. Long-sleeved shirts, long pants, and a wide-brimmed hat are essential to shield your skin from the sun. Layering. Although deserts are known for their scorching temperatures during the day, they can experience significant drops in temperature at night. Layering your clothing will allow you to adjust to these temperature fluctuations. Pack a lightweight jacket or fleece for the cooler nights. Sun protection. Sunscreen with a high SPF, sunglasses with UV protection, and a bandana or scarf to cover your face and neck are essential to protect yourself from the sun's harmful rays. Footwear. Choose sturdy and comfortable hiking boots that provide ankle support and protection from sharp rocks and thorns. Ensure that your boots are well broken in before your journey to prevent blisters and discomfort. Socks. Invest in moisture-wicking and breathable socks to keep your feet dry and prevent blisters. Consider packing extra pairs of socks to change into when needed. 2.3.3 Provisions. Water. Staying hydrated is crucial in the desert. Carry an adequate supply of water based on the length and intensity of your journey. It is recommended to carry at least 1 gallon, 3.8 liters, of water per person per day. Consider using water purification tablets or a water filter to supplement your water supply if necessary. Food. Pack lightweight, non-perishable, and high-energy foods that require minimal preparation. Opt for items such as energy bars, nuts, dried fruits, jerky, and dehydrated meals. Ensure that your food provides a good balance of carbohydrates, proteins, and fats to sustain your energy levels. Cooking fuel. If you plan to cook meals, ensure you have an adequate supply of fuel for your camping stove. Consider the duration of your journey and the cooking requirements when estimating the amount of fuel needed. Emergency supplies. Prepare for unforeseen circumstances by carrying essential emergency supplies such as a whistle, signaling mirror, emergency blanket, fire starter, and a lightweight tarp for shelter. Personal items. Don't forget to pack personal hygiene items such as toilet paper, hand sanitizer, toothbrush, and toothpaste. Additionally, bring a small towel or wipes for cleaning purposes. Remember to pack your gear and supplies strategically, distributing the weight evenly in your backpack. Prioritize essential items and eliminate any unnecessary weight to ensure a comfortable and safe journey through the desert. By gathering the necessary gear and supplies, you will be well prepared to face the challenges of traversing deserts and make the most of your desert adventure. 2.4 Understanding safety measures. When embarking on a journey through the desert, it is crucial to prioritize safety. The harsh and unforgiving environment of the desert can present numerous challenges and potential dangers. By understanding and implementing proper safety measures, you can significantly reduce the risks associated with traversing deserts. In this section, we will explore some essential safety measures to keep in mind before and during your desert journey. 2.4.1 Assessing the risks. Before setting foot in the desert, it is essential to assess the potential risks and hazards that you may encounter. Familiarize yourself with the specific challenges of the desert you will be traversing, such as extreme temperatures, limited water sources, and unpredictable weather conditions. Research the area thoroughly and consult with local experts or experienced desert travelers to gain valuable insights into the potential risks and how to mitigate them. 2.4.2 Planning and Preparation. Proper planning and preparation are key to ensuring your safety in the desert. Start by creating a detailed itinerary that includes your intended route, estimated travel time, and checkpoints along the way. Share this information with a trusted friend or family member who can keep track of your progress and raise the alarm if needed. Additionally, ensure that you have the necessary permits and permissions required for your desert journey. Familiarize yourself with any regulations or restrictions in the area you will be traveling through and adhere to them strictly. 2.4.3 Traveling in a group. Traveling in a group is highly recommended when traversing deserts. Not only does it provide companionship and support, but it also enhances safety. In the event of an emergency or unforeseen circumstances, having others with you can make a significant difference. If possible, join an organized desert expedition or travel with experienced desert travelers who can guide you and provide assistance if needed. 2.4.4 Communication and Emergency Devices. Maintaining communication with the outside world is crucial when traveling through deserts. Before your journey, ensure that you have reliable communication devices such as a satellite phone or a two-way radio. These devices can be lifesavers in emergency situations, allowing you to call for help or communicate with rescue teams. It is also essential to carry backup power sources, such as extra batteries or solar chargers, to keep your communication devices operational throughout your journey. Remember to test your communication devices before setting off to ensure they are in working order. 2.4.5 Navigation and Orientation. Navigating in the desert can be challenging, as landmarks may be scarce, and the landscape can appear monotonous. Therefore, it is crucial to have a solid understanding of navigation techniques and tools. Carry a reliable compass and topographic maps of the area you will be traversing. Familiarize yourself with using these tools before your journey and practice orienteering skills. In addition to traditional navigation tools, consider using modern technology such as GPS devices or smartphone apps specifically designed for desert navigation. However, always have a backup plan in case these devices fail or run out of battery. 2.4.6 Hydration and Water Management. Staying hydrated is paramount in the desert, where water sources are limited. Plan your journey carefully, ensuring that you have enough water to sustain yourself throughout the trip. Calculate your water needs based on the estimated duration of your journey and the intensity of physical activity you will be engaging in. Carry an adequate supply of water and consider using water purification methods to make use of any available water sources you may encounter. Additionally, monitor your hydration levels regularly and drink water even if you do not feel thirsty, as dehydration can occur rapidly in desert environments. 2.4.7 Sun Protection. The desert sun can be relentless, and prolonged exposure can lead to sunburn, heat stroke, and other heat-related illnesses. Protect yourself from the sun's harmful rays by wearing lightweight, loose-fitting clothing that covers your skin. Use a wide-brimmed hat or a headscarf to shield your face and neck from direct sunlight. Apply a high SPF sunscreen to all exposed areas of your skin, and reapply it regularly, especially after sweating or swimming. Sunglasses with UV protection are also essential to protect your eyes from the intense desert sunlight. 2.4.8 First Aid and Medical Supplies. Carrying a well-stocked first aid kit is essential when traveling through deserts. Your kit should include items such as bandages, antiseptic ointment, pain relievers, blister treatments, and any necessary prescription medications. Familiarize yourself with basic first aid procedures and consider taking a wilderness first aid course before your journey. 2.4.9 Emergency Situations and Rescue. Despite taking all necessary precautions, emergencies can still occur in the desert. It is crucial to be prepared for such situations and know how to respond. Familiarize yourself with basic survival skills, such as building a shelter, starting a fire, and signaling for help. If you find yourself in an emergency situation, stay calm and assess the situation. Use your communication devices to call for help and provide rescuers with accurate information about your location and condition. Follow any instructions given by rescue teams and cooperate fully to ensure your safe extraction from the desert. By understanding and implementing these safety measures, you can minimize the risks associated with traversing deserts and enjoy a safe and memorable journey. Remember, the desert can be an awe-inspiring and beautiful place, but it demands respect and careful preparation. 3. Navigation in the desert. 3.1 Using maps and compasses. When traversing deserts, one of the most essential skills you need to master is navigation. In the vast and often featureless landscape of the desert, it is easy to become disoriented and lose your way. To avoid getting lost and ensure a successful journey, it is crucial to understand how to use maps and compasses effectively. Understanding maps. Maps are invaluable tools for desert navigation. They provide a visual representation of the terrain, landmarks, and important features that can guide you on your journey. Before setting out, make sure you have a detailed map of the desert area you will be exploring. Here are some key points to keep in mind when using maps. Scale and legend. Familiarize yourself with the scale of the map, which indicates the relationship between the distance on the map and the actual distance on the ground. The legend will provide you with important symbols and explanations of features represented on the map. Orientation. Determine the orientation of the map, which is usually indicated by a compass rose or north arrow. Align the map with the actual landscape to ensure you are reading it correctly. Topography. Pay attention to the contour lines on the map, which represent changes in elevation. Understanding the topography will help you identify hills, valleys, and other significant landforms. Landmarks. Look for prominent landmarks such as mountains, rock formations, or distinctive features that can serve as reference points. These landmarks can help you maintain your bearings and track your progress. Using a compass. A compass is an essential tool for desert navigation, especially when there are no visible landmarks or when visibility is poor due to sandstorms or other weather conditions. Here are some tips for using a compass effectively. Orienting the compass. Hold the compass level and away from any metal objects or electronic devices that may interfere with its accuracy. Rotate the compass housing until the orienting arrow aligns with the magnetic needle. Taking a bearing. To determine your direction of travel, hold the compass flat in your hand and point the direction of travel arrow toward your destination. Rotate your body until the magnetic needle aligns with the orienting arrow. The degree markings on the compass housing will indicate your bearing. Following a bearing. Once you have determined your bearing, keep the compass level and hold it in front of you. Pick a distant landmark or feature that aligns with your bearing and walk towards it. Periodically check your compass to ensure you are staying on course. Adjusting for declination. In some desert regions, there may be a difference between true north and magnetic north, known as declination. To account for this, you may need to adjust your compass readings by adding or subtracting the declination angle. Consult your map or a reliable source to determine the correct declination for your area. Dead reckoning and triangulation. In addition to using maps and compasses, two other techniques can be helpful for desert navigation: dead reckoning and triangulation. Dead reckoning involves estimating your position based on a known starting point, your direction of travel, and the distance covered. By keeping track of your speed and time, you can calculate your approximate location. However, dead reckoning is prone to errors, especially in featureless desert landscapes, so it should be used in conjunction with other navigation methods. Triangulation is a technique that involves using at least two known landmarks to determine your position. By taking bearings to these landmarks and plotting them on your map, you can find the intersection point, which represents your location. Triangulation provides a more accurate position fix and is particularly useful when navigating in areas with visible landmarks. Practice and precautions. Before embarking on a desert journey, it is crucial to practice using maps and compasses in various conditions. Familiarize yourself with the features on your map and practice taking bearings and following them accurately. Additionally, consider the following precautions. Backup navigation. Always carry multiple navigation tools, such as a GPS device or smartphone with offline maps, as a backup to your compass and map. Technology can fail, so it is essential to have alternative methods of navigation. Stay updated. Obtain the most recent maps and update them with any new information or changes in the landscape. Desert environments can be dynamic, with shifting sand dunes and changing water sources, so staying updated is crucial. Land navigation courses. Consider taking a land navigation course or joining a desert navigation workshop to enhance your skills. These courses can provide valuable insights and practical experience in using maps and compasses effectively. By mastering the art of using maps and compasses, you will be well equipped to navigate the challenging terrain of the desert. Remember to practice regularly, stay prepared with backup navigation tools, and always prioritize safety during your desert journey. 3.2 Navigating by the stars. Navigating in the desert can be a challenging task, especially when landmarks are scarce and the terrain is vast and featureless. While modern tools like GPS can be helpful, they may not always be reliable due to various factors such as battery life, signal strength, or technical malfunctions. In such situations, it is essential to have alternative methods of navigation, and one of the oldest and most reliable methods is navigating by the stars. Understanding celestial navigation. Navigating by the stars involves using celestial bodies, such as the sun, moon, and stars, to determine your direction and position. The concept is based on the fact that celestial bodies have predictable movements across the sky, which can be used as reference points for navigation. To navigate by the stars, you need to familiarize yourself with the night sky and learn to identify specific stars and constellations. The most important celestial body for navigation is the North Star, also known as Polaris. Located close to the North Celestial Pole, the North Star remains relatively fixed in the sky while other stars appear to rotate around it. By locating the North Star, you can determine your approximate north direction. Finding the North Star. To find the North Star, you first need to locate the Big Dipper, which is part of the Ursa Major constellation. The Big Dipper is a prominent asterism consisting of 7 bright stars that form a shape resembling a ladle or a saucepan. 2 stars at the end of the ladle, known as the pointer stars, can be used to locate the North Star. Extend an imaginary line through the 2 pointer stars, and it will lead you to the North Star, which is the last star in the handle of the Little Dipper, part of the Ursa Minor constellation. Once you have identified the North Star, you can determine your north direction. Using the stars for direction. Apart from the North Star, other stars and constellations can also be used for navigation. For example, the constellation Orion is easily recognizable and can help you determine your east-west direction. Orion's belt, which consists of 3 bright stars in a straight line, points roughly toward the east. By observing the position of Orion in the sky, you can estimate your direction. Additionally, learning to identify other constellations, such as the Southern Cross in the Southern Hemisphere or the Big Dipper in the Northern Hemisphere, can provide further reference points for navigation. By observing the movement of these constellations throughout the night, you can track your direction of travel. Timekeeping with the stars. In addition to providing direction, the stars can also help you keep track of time during your desert journey. By observing the position of certain stars in relation to the horizon, you can estimate the time of night or day. For example, if you are in the Northern Hemisphere, the North Star will appear higher in the sky as the night progresses. By monitoring its position, you can gauge how much time has passed since sunset or sunrise. Challenges and considerations. While navigating by the stars can be a valuable skill in the desert, there are a few challenges and considerations to keep in mind. Clear skies. Navigating by the stars requires clear skies, free from clouds or heavy atmospheric conditions. If the sky is overcast, this method may not be reliable. Knowledge and practice. Navigating by the stars requires knowledge of celestial bodies and practice in identifying constellations. It is essential to familiarize yourself with the night sky before embarking on a desert journey. Time and location. The position of stars and constellations changes throughout the night and varies depending on your location on Earth. It is crucial to understand the specific celestial bodies visible in your region and their movements during different times of the year. Backup navigation methods. While navigating by the stars is a reliable method, it is always wise to have backup navigation tools and techniques, such as maps, compasses, or GPS devices, in case of unforeseen circumstances. Conclusion. Navigating by the stars is a traditional and reliable method of desert navigation. By understanding celestial bodies and their movements, you can determine your direction and estimate the time of day or night. However, it is essential to practice and familiarize yourself with the night sky before relying solely on this method. Remember to have backup navigation tools and techniques to ensure your safety and successful traversal of the desert. 3.3 Using GPS and other modern tools. In the past, navigating through deserts was a challenging task that required a deep understanding of the landscape and the use of traditional tools like maps and compasses. However, with the advancements in technology, modern tools such as GPS, Global Positioning System, have revolutionized desert navigation, making it easier and more accurate than ever before. GPS, a reliable navigation tool. GPS is a satellite-based navigation system that allows users to determine their precise location anywhere on Earth. It works by receiving signals from a network of satellites orbiting the planet and using those signals to calculate the user's position. GPS devices have become increasingly popular among desert travelers due to their accuracy and ease of use. When using a GPS device in the desert, it is essential to have a clear view of the sky to ensure a strong signal reception. This means that tall dunes, canyons, or dense vegetation may interfere with the device's performance. Therefore, it is advisable to find an open area or climb to higher ground to get a better signal. To use a GPS device effectively, you need to familiarize yourself with its features and functions. Most GPS devices have a built-in map display that shows your current location as well as waypoints, tracks, and routes. Waypoints are specific locations you mark on the map, such as campsites, water sources, or landmarks. Tracks are a recorded path of your movement, while routes are pre-planned paths that you can follow. Before embarking on your desert journey, it is crucial to load detailed maps of the area into your GPS device. These maps should include topographic information, such as elevation contours, which can help you navigate through the challenging terrain of the desert. Additionally, make sure to update your device's software and firmware regularly to ensure optimal performance and access to the latest features. Other modern tools for desert navigation. While GPS devices are incredibly useful, it is always wise to have backup navigation tools in case of technical failures or battery depletion. Here are some other modern tools that can assist you in desert navigation. Smartphone apps. Smartphones have become an integral part of our lives, and they can also serve as valuable navigation tools in the desert. Numerous smartphone apps offer GPS functionality, allowing you to track your location, mark waypoints, and follow pre-planned routes. Some apps even provide offline maps, which can be handy when you are in areas with limited or no cellular network coverage. Satellite communicators. Satellite communicators, such as Spot or Garmin InReach, are devices that combine GPS tracking with two-way messaging capabilities. These devices use satellite networks to send and receive messages, allowing you to stay connected with the outside world even in remote desert locations. In case of an emergency, satellite communicators can also be used to send distress signals and request assistance. Portable solar chargers. In the desert, where access to electricity is limited, keeping your electronic devices charged can be a challenge. Portable solar chargers are lightweight and compact devices that harness the power of the sun to charge your GPS device, smartphone, or other electronic gadgets. They are an excellent addition to your desert gear, ensuring that you can rely on your modern navigation tools throughout your journey. Best practices for using modern navigation tools. While modern navigation tools like GPS devices and smartphones can greatly enhance your desert navigation experience, it is essential to use them wisely and responsibly. Here are some best practices to keep in mind. Learn the basics. Before relying solely on modern tools, take the time to learn traditional navigation techniques. Understanding how to read a map, use a compass, and navigate by the stars will provide you with a solid foundation in case your modern tools fail. Carry spare batteries. Always carry spare batteries or power banks for your electronic devices. In the desert, where extreme temperatures can drain battery life quickly, having backup power sources is crucial. Keep devices protected. Dust, sand, and extreme temperatures can damage electronic devices. Invest in protective cases or covers to shield your GPS device or smartphone from the harsh desert environment. Practice offline navigation. While GPS devices and smartphone apps are convenient, they may not always be reliable. Practice navigating offline using traditional tools to ensure you can find your way even without modern technology. Trust your instincts. Modern tools are valuable aids, but they should not replace your intuition and common sense. If something feels off or doesn't match what your GPS is telling you, trust your instincts and make adjustments accordingly. By combining modern navigation tools with traditional techniques, you can navigate the vast and challenging landscapes of the desert with confidence and accuracy. Remember to always be prepared, stay vigilant, and enjoy the incredible journey that traversing deserts offers. 3.4 Reading the landscape for navigation. When traversing deserts, it is crucial to have a solid understanding of how to read the landscape for navigation. Unlike other terrains, deserts can be vast and featureless, making it challenging to navigate using traditional methods. However, by observing and interpreting the subtle clues provided by the desert landscape, you can enhance your navigation skills and ensure a successful journey. In this section, we will explore various techniques and strategies for reading the landscape in deserts. 3.4.1 Recognizing landforms and topography. One of the first steps in reading the desert landscape is to familiarize yourself with the different landforms and topographical features that you may encounter. Deserts can have a diverse range of landforms, including sand dunes, rocky outcrops, wadis, dry riverbeds, and salt flats. By understanding the characteristics of these features, you can use them as reference points for navigation. Sand dunes, for example, can provide valuable information about wind direction and prevailing weather patterns. The shape and orientation of the dunes can indicate the dominant wind direction, which can be useful for determining your heading. Additionally, the height and steepness of the dunes can affect your travel speed and energy expenditure. By studying the dunes, you can plan your route to avoid unnecessary obstacles and conserve your energy. Rocky outcrops and cliffs can also serve as prominent landmarks in the desert. These features are often more stable and long-lasting than sand dunes, making them reliable reference points for navigation. By identifying and memorizing the location of these landmarks, you can maintain a sense of direction and track your progress as you traverse the desert. 3.4.2 Understanding patterns and colors. Desert landscapes are not as barren and monotonous as they may initially appear. By paying attention to patterns and colors, you can gather valuable information about the terrain and make informed navigation decisions. One important pattern to observe is the distribution of vegetation. Although deserts are known for their scarcity of plant life, certain areas may have patches of vegetation that thrive in specific microclimates. These patches can indicate the presence of water sources or areas with higher moisture content in the soil. By identifying these patches, you can adjust your route to increase your chances of finding water or more favorable conditions for survival. Colors can also provide clues about the terrain and its characteristics. For example, lighter colored sand or rock formations may indicate higher levels of reflectivity, which can intensify the heat and make travel more challenging. On the other hand, darker colored areas may absorb more heat and be hotter to walk on. By observing these color variations, you can make informed decisions about where to walk and where to avoid, minimizing the risk of heat-related issues. 3.4.3 Observing wind patterns and erosion. Wind is a powerful force in shaping desert landscapes, and by observing wind patterns and erosion, you can gain insights into the prevailing weather conditions and the direction of travel. Wind often creates distinctive patterns on the surface of the desert, such as ripples or ridges in the sand. These patterns can indicate the direction and strength of the wind, which can be valuable information for navigation. By aligning your travel direction with the prevailing wind, you can take advantage of the wind's assistance and make your journey more efficient. Erosion features, such as wind-sculpted rocks or exposed layers of sediment, can also provide valuable information about the history and geology of the desert. By studying these features, you can gain a deeper understanding of the landscape and potentially identify areas with higher chances of water or other resources. 3.4.4 Utilizing shadows and sun position. The position of the sun and the shadows it casts can be powerful tools for navigation in the desert. By observing the angle and length of shadows, you can determine the time of day and approximate your direction of travel. In the morning and evening, shadows tend to be longer and cast in a specific direction, which can help you identify east and west. During midday, when the sun is directly overhead, shadows become shorter and less pronounced, making it more challenging to determine direction solely based on shadows. However, by combining other navigation techniques, such as using landmarks or wind patterns, you can still maintain a sense of direction. 3.4.5 Using natural navigation aids. In addition to reading the landscape, deserts offer several natural navigation aids that can assist you in finding your way. These include celestial bodies, such as the sun and stars, as well as natural phenomena like mirages and animal tracks. The sun can be a reliable source of direction during the day. By knowing the time of day and the sun's position in the sky, you can determine the cardinal directions and adjust your course accordingly. Similarly, at night, the stars can provide guidance if you are familiar with celestial navigation techniques. Mirages, although often associated with illusions, can sometimes indicate the presence of water sources. While not always reliable, they can be worth investigating if you are in desperate need of water. Animal tracks can also be useful indicators of nearby water sources or areas with higher chances of encountering wildlife. By observing the tracks and their freshness, you can make informed decisions about your route and potential water sources. Conclusion. Reading the landscape for navigation is a crucial skill when traversing deserts. By understanding the various landforms, patterns, colors, wind erosion, and utilizing natural navigation aids, you can enhance your ability to navigate through these challenging terrains. Remember to combine these techniques with other navigation methods, such as using maps, compasses, and GPS devices, to ensure a safe and successful desert journey. 3.5 Dealing with sand dunes and other obstacles. When traversing deserts, one of the most common challenges you will encounter is navigating through sand dunes and other obstacles. Sand dunes are formed by wind-blown sand and can vary in size and shape. These natural formations can be both beautiful and treacherous, so it is important to understand how to navigate them safely. In this section, we will discuss some strategies and techniques for dealing with sand dunes and other obstacles in the desert. Understanding sand dunes. Sand dunes are constantly changing and shifting due to the wind. They can range in size from small ripples to towering hills that stretch for miles. It is crucial to have a basic understanding of the different types of sand dunes you may encounter. Barchan dunes. These are crescent-shaped dunes with their tips pointing downwind. They are commonly found in areas with consistent wind direction. Transverse dunes. These dunes form perpendicular to the wind direction and are characterized by their long, parallel ridges. They can be quite large and challenging to traverse. Longitudinal dunes. These dunes also form parallel to the wind direction but are elongated and have a more sinuous shape compared to transverse dunes. Star dunes. These dunes have multiple arms that radiate from a central point, giving them a star-like appearance. They are often found in areas with shifting wind patterns. Techniques for navigating sand dunes. Observe and plan. Before attempting to cross a sand dune, take some time to observe the terrain and plan your route. Look for the path of least resistance, which is usually the gentlest slope of the dune. Avoid steep inclines, as they can be unstable and difficult to climb. Climbing up. When ascending a sand dune, it is important to maintain a steady pace and conserve your energy. Take small steps and use your toes to dig into the sand for better traction. If the sand is loose, consider zigzagging up the dune to minimize the effort required. Descending down. Descending a sand dune can be challenging, as the loose sand can cause you to lose control. To maintain stability, lean back slightly and take slow, deliberate steps. If the slope is steep, consider sliding down on your feet or using a sandboard or sled for a controlled descent. Avoiding slippery slopes. Some sand dunes may have areas with loose or slippery sand. These areas can be dangerous, as they can cause you to lose your footing. Look for firmer sand or vegetation to provide better traction. If necessary, use trekking poles or a walking stick to help maintain balance. Navigating around obstacles. Sand dunes can sometimes have obstacles such as rocks, vegetation, or depressions. It is important to be cautious and navigate around these obstacles to avoid injury. Take your time and carefully assess the best path to follow. Using landmarks. In vast desert landscapes, it can be easy to lose your sense of direction. To avoid getting disoriented, use prominent landmarks such as mountains or distinctive rock formations as reference points. This will help you maintain a sense of direction and prevent you from getting lost. Traveling in a group. When traversing sand dunes, it is generally safer to travel in a group. This way, if someone gets stuck or encounters difficulties, there will be others to provide assistance. Additionally, having multiple sets of eyes can help identify potential hazards or the best route to take. Additional tips for desert travel. Stay hydrated. Traveling through sand dunes can be physically demanding, so it is crucial to stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water and replenish electrolytes to prevent dehydration. Carry an adequate supply of water and plan your journey to include regular rest stops. Protect yourself from the sun. The desert sun can be intense, so it is important to protect yourself from harmful UV rays. Wear a wide-brimmed hat, lightweight and breathable clothing, and apply sunscreen regularly. Consider using a scarf or bandana to cover your face and neck to prevent sunburn and sand irritation. Be mindful of wildlife. Deserts are home to a variety of wildlife, some of which may be dangerous. Be aware of your surroundings and avoid disturbing or approaching animals. Keep your food securely stored to prevent attracting wildlife to your campsite. Leave no trace. When traveling through deserts, it is essential to practice leave no trace principles. Pack out all your trash, including food scraps, and dispose of waste properly. Minimize your impact on the environment by staying on designated trails and avoiding fragile vegetation. By understanding the different types of sand dunes, employing proper techniques for navigating them, and following these additional tips, you can safely traverse deserts and enjoy the unique beauty they have to offer. Remember to always prioritize safety and be prepared for the challenges that may arise during your desert journey. 3.6 Finding water sources. One of the most critical aspects of traversing deserts is finding water sources. In the harsh and arid environment of the desert, water is scarce, and knowing how to locate and access it is essential for survival. In this section, we will explore various methods and techniques for finding water sources in the desert. 3.6.1 Understanding the importance of water. Water is the most vital resource for survival in any environment, and this is especially true in the desert. The human body can only survive for a few days without water, making it crucial to prioritize finding and conserving water when traversing deserts. Dehydration can lead to a range of severe health issues, including dizziness, fatigue, confusion, and even death. Therefore, understanding the importance of water and its role in desert survival is paramount. 3.6.2 Identifying potential water sources. When searching for water in the desert, it is essential to be aware of potential sources that may not be immediately visible. Here are some common types of water sources to look out for. Natural springs. Springs are areas where water naturally flows to the surface. They can be found in valleys, canyons, or near mountains. Look for signs of vegetation, as they often indicate the presence of water. Oasis. An oasis is a fertile area in the desert where water is available. These can be found in depressions or low-lying areas where groundwater is close to the surface. Look for palm trees or other vegetation that thrives in wetter conditions. Dry riverbeds. Although they may appear dry, riverbeds can sometimes contain hidden water beneath the surface. Digging a hole in the sand or mud can reveal water trapped below. Rock pools. In rocky areas, water can collect in natural depressions or pools. These pools may be small, but they can provide a vital source of water. Caves and crevices. In some desert regions, caves and crevices can hold water for extended periods. These natural formations can provide a reliable source of water if you can locate them. Animal tracks. Animals in the desert are experts at finding water sources. Keep an eye out for animal tracks, as they can lead you to water holes or other water sources. 3.6.3 Collecting and purifying water. Once you have located a potential water source, it is crucial to collect and purify the water before consuming it. Here are some methods for collecting and purifying water in the desert. Collecting rainwater. If you are fortunate enough to encounter rain in the desert, take advantage of it by collecting rainwater. Use a tarp or any other waterproof material to collect rainwater in a container or directly into your water bottles. Solar still. A solar still is a simple method for collecting water in the desert. Dig a hole in the ground and place a container in the center. Cover the hole with a plastic sheet, securing the edges with rocks or sand. Place a small stone in the center of the plastic sheet, directly above the container. As the sun heats the ground, moisture will evaporate and condense on the plastic sheet, dripping into the container. Water filtration. If you have a water filtration system or water purification tablets, use them to remove impurities from collected water. This is especially important if you are unsure about the quality of the water source. Boiling water. If you have access to a fire or a portable stove, boiling water is an effective method for purifying it. Bring the water to a rolling boil for at least 1 minute to kill any harmful bacteria or parasites. 3.6.4 Conserving water. In the desert, water conservation is crucial to ensure your survival. Here are some tips for conserving water. Drink wisely. Conserve water by drinking small sips throughout the day rather than gulping it down. This will help you stay hydrated while minimizing water consumption. Avoid excessive sweating. Minimize physical exertion during the hottest parts of the day to reduce sweating and water loss. Plan your activities for early morning or late afternoon when temperatures are cooler. Cover exposed skin. Protect your skin from the sun by wearing loose, lightweight clothing and a wide-brimmed hat. This will help reduce water loss through sweating. Use water sparingly. Be mindful of your water usage for cooking, cleaning, and personal hygiene. Use only the amount of water necessary to complete these tasks. Reuse water. Whenever possible, reuse water for multiple purposes. For example, water used for cooking can be saved and used for cleaning or watering plants. Conclusion. Finding water sources in the desert is a critical skill for anyone venturing into these harsh environments. By understanding the importance of water, identifying potential sources, and employing various collection and purification methods, you can increase your chances of survival. Remember to always prioritize water conservation and be prepared with the necessary equipment and knowledge to ensure your safety in the desert. 4. Survival skills in the desert. 4.1 Finding shelter and building camps. When traversing deserts, finding shelter and building camps is crucial for your survival and comfort. The harsh conditions of the desert, including extreme temperatures, strong winds, and limited resources, make it essential to have a safe and secure place to rest and protect yourself from the elements. In this section, we will explore various techniques and strategies for finding shelter and building camps in the desert. Understanding the importance of shelter. Shelter serves multiple purposes in the desert. It provides protection from the scorching sun during the day and helps retain body heat during cold desert nights. Additionally, it shields you from strong winds, blowing sand, and potential sandstorms. Having a well-built shelter can significantly improve your chances of survival and make your desert journey more comfortable. Choosing the right location. When selecting a location for your camp, there are several factors to consider. Look for a spot that offers natural protection, such as a rock formation or a depression in the ground. These features can act as windbreaks and provide some shade. Avoid setting up camp in low-lying areas that may flood during rainstorms. It's also important to consider the proximity to water sources. While finding water in the desert can be challenging, setting up camp near a potential water source, such as an oasis or a dry riverbed, can increase your chances of finding water. Types of shelters. There are various types of shelters you can build in the desert, depending on the available resources and your skills. Here are a few common types. Tarp or tent shelter. If you have a lightweight tarp or a tent, it can provide quick and effective shelter. Set it up using poles or rocks to create a sturdy structure. Make sure to secure it well to prevent it from being blown away by strong winds. Natural shelters. Utilizing natural features of the desert landscape can save you time and effort. Look for caves, overhangs, or large rocks that can provide natural shelter. However, be cautious of any potential dangers, such as wildlife or unstable rock formations. Sand dunes. Sand dunes can offer protection from the wind. You can dig a shallow trench on the leeward side of a dune and use the sand to build a windbreak wall. This will create a more sheltered area for your camp. Buried shelter. In extreme conditions, you may need to dig a shelter in the ground. This can provide insulation from the heat or cold. Dig a hole deep enough to accommodate your body and cover it with a tarp or any available materials to create a roof. Building a campfire. A campfire not only provides warmth but also acts as a psychological comfort in the desert. However, building a fire in the desert can be challenging due to the scarcity of combustible materials. Here are some tips for building a campfire in the desert. Collecting firewood. Look for dead branches, twigs, and dried vegetation. Avoid using live plants or cutting down living trees, as they are essential for the desert ecosystem. Creating a fire pit. Dig a shallow pit and line it with rocks to contain the fire. This will prevent the fire from spreading and help reflect heat. Building the fire. Start with small, dry twigs and gradually add larger pieces of wood. Use a fire starter or matches to ignite the fire. Be mindful of any fire restrictions or bans in the area. Extinguishing the fire. Always ensure the fire is completely extinguished before leaving your campsite. Pour water over the fire and stir the ashes to make sure there are no remaining embers. Additional tips for desert camping. Here are some additional tips to enhance your camping experience in the desert. Protect yourself from wildlife. Keep your campsite clean and store food securely to avoid attracting wildlife. Be aware of any potential dangers, such as venomous snakes or scorpions, and take necessary precautions. Stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water and avoid dehydration. It's essential to ration your water supply and conserve it as much as possible. Use sun protection. Protect yourself from the intense desert sun by wearing a wide-brimmed hat, sunglasses, and sunscreen. Seek shade during the hottest hours of the day. Leave no trace. Practice leave no trace principles by packing out all your trash and minimizing your impact on the environment. Respect the delicate desert ecosystem and leave it as you found it. By understanding the importance of shelter, choosing the right location, and utilizing available resources, you can create a safe and comfortable campsite in the desert. Remember to always prioritize your safety and be prepared for the challenges that come with desert travel. 4.2 Locating and purifying water. Water is the most essential resource for survival in the desert. Without access to clean and safe water, your chances of surviving a desert journey are slim. In this section, we will discuss the importance of locating water sources and methods for purifying water in the desert. 4.2.1 Importance of water in the desert. In the harsh and arid environment of the desert, water is scarce. The extreme temperatures and dry conditions can quickly lead to dehydration, which can be life-threatening. It is crucial to understand the importance of water conservation and to have a plan for locating and purifying water during your desert journey. 4.2.2 Locating water sources. Finding water in the desert can be a challenging task, but with the right knowledge and skills, it is possible. Here are some methods to help you locate water sources in the desert. Research and planning. Before embarking on your desert journey, research the area you will be traversing. Look for information on known water sources such as springs, oases, or natural water holes. Topographic maps and satellite imagery can also provide valuable information about potential water sources. Follow animal tracks. Animals in the desert are experts at finding water. Look for animal tracks and trails, as they often lead to water sources. Follow these tracks carefully, as they can guide you to hidden water holes or underground springs. Look for vegetation. In the desert, vegetation is a good indicator of the presence of water. Look for green patches of vegetation, as they are likely to be near water sources. Trees, shrubs, and cacti are more likely to grow near water, so keep an eye out for them. Observe the landscape. Pay attention to the landscape and look for signs of water flow. Dry riverbeds, canyons, or depressions in the ground can indicate the presence of underground water sources. Digging in these areas may reveal water. Condensation and dew. In some desert regions, condensation and dew can provide a small amount of water. Set up a simple condensation trap by placing a plastic sheet or bag over vegetation or rocks. The moisture will collect on the surface and can be collected. Rainwater harvesting. If you are lucky enough to encounter rain in the desert, take advantage of it. Set up a rainwater collection system using a tarp or any waterproof material. Collecting rainwater can provide a significant amount of water for drinking and other purposes. 4.2.3 Purifying water in the desert. Once you have located a water source in the desert, it is essential to purify the water before consuming it. Desert water sources may contain harmful bacteria, parasites, or other contaminants that can cause illness. Here are some methods for purifying water in the desert. Boiling. Boiling water is one of the most effective methods for purifying it. Bring the water to a rolling boil for at least 1 minute to kill any harmful microorganisms. Allow the water to cool before drinking. Chemical treatment. Chemical treatments such as iodine or chlorine tablets can be used to purify water in the desert. Follow the instructions on the packaging for the correct dosage and treatment time. Chemical treatments are effective in killing most bacteria and viruses. Filtration. Filtration systems can remove larger particles and sediment from water, making it safer to drink. Portable water filters or filtration straws are lightweight and easy to carry in your desert survival kit. However, they may not remove all types of contaminants, so it is best to combine filtration with other purification methods. Solar disinfection. In the desert, sunlight can be used to disinfect water. Fill a clear plastic or glass container with water and place it in direct sunlight for at least 6 hours. The UV rays from the sun will kill most microorganisms, making the water safe to drink. Desalination. If you are near the coast or have access to saltwater in the desert, desalination can be an option. This process involves removing the salt and minerals from seawater to make it drinkable. Solar stills or desalination kits can be used to extract freshwater from saltwater sources. Remember, purifying water is essential, but it is also crucial to conserve water whenever possible. Avoid wastage and ration your water supply to ensure it lasts throughout your desert journey. In the next section, we will discuss methods for finding food in the desert and strategies for sustaining yourself in this harsh environment. 4.3 Finding food in the desert. When embarking on a journey through the desert, one of the most crucial aspects of survival is finding food. Deserts are harsh and unforgiving environments, with limited vegetation and wildlife. However, with the right knowledge and skills, it is possible to find sustenance even in these challenging conditions. In this section, we will explore various strategies and techniques for finding food in the desert. 4.3.1 Understanding desert edibles. Before setting out on your desert adventure, it is essential to familiarize yourself with the edible plants and animals that can be found in the region you will be traversing. While deserts may seem barren, they are home to a surprising variety of plant life that can provide nourishment. Cacti, for example, are a common sight in many deserts and can yield edible fruits and pads. Other desert plants, such as mesquite and agave, also have edible parts that can be harvested. In addition to plants, certain desert animals can be a source of food. However, it is important to note that hunting or trapping wildlife should only be done in a survival situation and with the necessary permits and knowledge of local regulations. Small mammals, reptiles, and insects can provide valuable protein and nutrients if properly prepared and cooked. 4.3.2 Foraging for edible plants. When foraging for edible plants in the desert, it is crucial to be able to identify them accurately. Many desert plants have adaptations that allow them to survive in arid conditions, such as thorns, spines, or waxy coatings. It is essential to learn to distinguish between edible and poisonous plants to avoid any potential health risks. One useful technique for identifying edible plants is the universal edibility test. This test involves a series of steps to determine if a plant is safe to eat. It includes touching the plant to check for any adverse reactions, rubbing a small part of the plant on the skin to test for irritation, and finally, consuming a small portion of the plant and waiting for several hours to observe any negative effects. It is crucial to exercise caution and only consume small amounts of a new plant at first to avoid potential allergic reactions or other adverse effects. 4.3.3 Water indicating plants. In the desert, finding water is just as important as finding food. Fortunately, certain plants can serve as indicators of water sources. Look for vegetation such as willows, cottonwoods, or reeds, as they often grow near water sources such as springs or underground streams. Birds and insects can also lead you to water, as they are attracted to these oases in the desert. 4.3.4 Desert fishing and trapping. If you find yourself near a water source in the desert, fishing can be a viable option for obtaining food. Desert fish, such as pea-upfish or desert trout, can be found in some desert regions. Constructing a simple fishing line using available materials, such as a piece of string or cord, and fashioning a makeshift hook from a thorn or bone, can help you catch fish for sustenance. Trapping is another method that can be employed to catch small desert animals. Constructing a simple snare using cordage or plant fibers can be an effective way to capture animals such as rabbits or rodents. It is important to check local regulations and ensure that trapping is legal in the area you are traversing. 4.3.5 Insects as a food source. Insects are a readily available and abundant food source in many desert regions. They are rich in protein and can provide essential nutrients. Insects such as ants, grasshoppers, and beetles can be collected and consumed. However, it is crucial to avoid insects that are brightly colored or have a pungent odor, as they are often toxic. Before consuming insects, it is advisable to remove wings, legs, and any hard exoskeletons. Roasting or cooking insects can help eliminate any potential parasites or bacteria. It is important to note that individuals with shellfish allergies should exercise caution when consuming insects, as they belong to the same family of arthropods. 4.3.6 Desert Survival Kits. Carrying a well-equipped survival kit is essential when venturing into the desert. In addition to the necessary tools and supplies, including a knife, cordage, and a water container, it is advisable to include items specifically for finding food. These may include a small fishing kit with hooks and fishing line, a snare wire for trapping, and a magnifying glass for starting fires to cook food. 4.3.7 Ethical Considerations. While finding food in the desert is crucial for survival, it is equally important to respect the fragile ecosystem and wildlife. Only take what is necessary for sustenance and avoid overharvesting or damaging the environment. It is also essential to adhere to local regulations and obtain any necessary permits for hunting or trapping. Conclusion. Finding food in the desert can be a challenging task, but with the right knowledge and skills, it is possible to sustain yourself in these harsh environments. Understanding edible plants, foraging techniques, and the ethical considerations of desert survival are all vital aspects to consider. Remember to always prioritize safety and respect for the environment while traversing the desert. 4.4 Dealing with extreme temperatures. One of the most challenging aspects of traversing deserts is dealing with extreme temperatures. Deserts are known for their scorching heat during the day and freezing cold temperatures at night. These extreme temperature fluctuations can pose serious risks to your health and safety if not properly managed. In this section, we will explore some strategies and techniques to help you cope with the extreme temperatures of the desert. Understanding the desert climate. Before we delve into specific strategies, it is important to understand the climate of the desert. Deserts are characterized by low humidity and limited rainfall, which contribute to the extreme temperature variations. During the day, the sun beats down relentlessly, causing the temperature to soar to unbearable levels. At night, the lack of cloud cover allows the heat accumulated during the day to escape rapidly, resulting in frigid temperatures. Dressing appropriately. Choosing the right clothing is crucial when it comes to dealing with extreme temperatures in the desert. During the day, it is essential to protect yourself from the scorching sun. Opt for loose-fitting, lightweight, and breathable clothing that covers your skin to minimize sun exposure. Long-sleeved shirts, wide-brimmed hats, and sunglasses are essential to shield yourself from the sun's harmful rays. At night, temperatures can drop drastically, so it is important to layer your clothing to stay warm. Wear thermal or insulating layers, such as fleece or down jackets, to trap your body heat. Additionally, don't forget to wear a hat and gloves to protect your extremities from the cold. Hydration is key. Staying hydrated is crucial in the desert, especially when dealing with extreme temperatures. The hot and dry conditions can cause rapid dehydration, leading to fatigue, dizziness, and even heat stroke. Make sure to drink plenty of water throughout the day, even if you don't feel thirsty. It is recommended to carry at least 1 gallon, 3.8 liters, of water per day per person. To prevent water loss through sweating, it is important to regulate your body temperature. Avoid excessive physical exertion during the hottest parts of the day and take frequent breaks in shaded areas. Use wet bandanas or towels on your neck and wrists to help cool down your body. Seek shelter during the hottest hours. To avoid the peak heat of the day, it is advisable to plan your travel schedule around the hottest hours. Start your journey early in the morning when temperatures are relatively cooler and take a long break during the midday heat. Use this time to rest, seek shade, and replenish your water supply. If you come across natural shelters, such as rock formations or caves, take advantage of them to escape the direct sun. Setting up a lightweight tarp or a portable shade structure can also provide relief from the scorching heat. Protecting yourself from the sun. The desert sun can be relentless, and protecting yourself from its harmful rays is essential. Apply a broad-spectrum sunscreen with a high SPF, sun protection factor, to all exposed skin, including your face, neck, and hands. Reapply sunscreen every 2 hours, or more frequently if you are sweating heavily. Wearing sunglasses with UV protection is crucial to shield your eyes from the intense sunlight. Look for sunglasses that block 100% of UVA and UVB rays. Additionally, consider wearing a wide-brimmed hat to protect your face and neck from direct sun exposure. Managing extreme cold at night. While the desert may be scorching during the day, the temperature can plummet at night. To stay warm, it is important to insulate yourself from the cold ground. Use a foam or inflatable sleeping pad to provide a barrier between your body and the ground. This will help prevent heat loss through conduction. Investing in a high-quality sleeping bag rated for cold temperatures is essential for desert expeditions. Look for a bag with a temperature rating that matches the expected nighttime temperatures. Consider using a sleeping bag liner or wearing thermal clothing to add an extra layer of insulation. Monitoring your body and recognizing signs of heat or cold-related illnesses. It is crucial to monitor your body and be aware of any signs of heat or cold-related illnesses. Heat exhaustion and heat stroke are serious conditions that can occur in extreme temperatures. Symptoms include dizziness, nausea, headache, rapid heartbeat, and confusion. If you or someone in your group experiences these symptoms, it is important to seek shade, rest, and rehydrate immediately. If symptoms worsen or persist, seek medical help as soon as possible. Similarly, hypothermia can occur in cold desert nights. Symptoms include shivering, confusion, slurred speech, and loss of coordination. If you suspect hypothermia, warm the person slowly by providing warm drinks, dry clothing, and shelter. Seek medical help if the symptoms worsen or persist. Conclusion. Dealing with extreme temperatures is a significant challenge when traversing deserts. By understanding the desert climate, dressing appropriately, staying hydrated, seeking shelter during the hottest hours, protecting yourself from the sun, managing extreme cold at night, and monitoring your body for signs of heat or cold-related illnesses, you can navigate the desert safely and enjoy your journey. Remember, preparation and awareness are key to successfully dealing with the extreme temperatures of the desert. 5. Traveling on foot. 5.1 Choosing the right footwear. When it comes to traversing deserts, one of the most important considerations is choosing the right footwear. The harsh and unforgiving terrain of the desert can be extremely challenging to navigate on foot, and having the appropriate footwear can make a significant difference in your comfort, safety, and overall experience. Understanding the challenges. Before we delve into the specifics of choosing the right footwear, it's essential to understand the unique challenges that deserts present. Deserts are characterized by extreme temperatures, rugged terrain, and loose sand or rocky surfaces. These conditions can put a tremendous amount of strain on your feet and lower limbs, making it crucial to select footwear that provides adequate protection, support, and stability. Key features to look for. When selecting footwear for desert travel, there are several key features to consider. 1. Durability and protection. Desert terrain can be harsh and abrasive, so it's essential to choose footwear that is durable and offers ample protection. Look for shoes or boots made from high-quality materials such as leather or synthetic fabrics that can withstand the rugged conditions of the desert. Reinforced toe caps and sturdy soles are also important for protecting your feet from rocks, thorns, and other potential hazards. 2. Breathability. Deserts are known for their scorching temperatures, and your feet can quickly become hot and sweaty if your footwear doesn't allow for proper ventilation. Look for shoes or boots with breathable uppers that allow air to circulate, helping to keep your feet cool and dry. Mesh panels or perforations can enhance breathability without compromising durability. 3. Support and stability. Walking on uneven and unstable surfaces in the desert requires footwear that provides excellent support and stability. Look for shoes or boots with a firm and supportive midsole that helps to distribute your weight evenly and reduces the risk of foot fatigue. Ankle support is also crucial, especially when traversing rocky or sandy terrain, as it helps prevent sprains and twists. 4. Traction. Desert terrain can vary from loose sand to rocky surfaces, so having footwear with excellent traction is essential. Look for shoes or boots with a rugged outsole that provides a good grip on different types of terrain. Deep lugs or patterns on the sole can help prevent slips and falls, ensuring you maintain stability and control while walking. 5. Lightweight design. Considering the long distances you may need to cover in the desert, it's important to choose footwear that is lightweight. Heavy boots can quickly tire your legs and feet, making your journey more challenging. Opt for lightweight shoes or boots that still offer the necessary protection and support without adding unnecessary weight. Types of footwear. Now that we've covered the key features to look for, let's explore the different types of footwear that are suitable for desert travel. 1. Hiking boots. Hiking boots are a popular choice for desert travel due to their durability, ankle support, and traction. Look for boots with breathable uppers and a sturdy sole with deep lugs for optimal grip. Hiking boots are ideal for traversing rocky terrain and provide excellent protection against sharp rocks and thorns. 2. Trail running shoes. For those who prefer a lighter and more flexible option, trail running shoes can be a suitable choice for desert travel. These shoes are designed to provide excellent traction and stability on various terrains while offering breathability and lightweight comfort. However, keep in mind that trail running shoes may not provide as much ankle support as hiking boots. 3. Sandals. In certain desert environments, such as sandy dunes or hot desert regions, sandals can be a practical choice. Look for sandals with sturdy soles and adjustable straps for a secure fit. Sandals allow for maximum breathability and can be easily slipped on and off, making them convenient for desert travel. However, they may not provide as much protection or support as hiking boots or trail running shoes. Proper fit and break-in period. Regardless of the type of footwear you choose, it's crucial to ensure a proper fit. Ill-fitting shoes can lead to blisters, discomfort, and even foot injuries. When trying on footwear, make sure there is enough room for your toes to wiggle without feeling too loose. Consider wearing moisture-wicking socks to help keep your feet dry and prevent blisters. Additionally, it's essential to break in your footwear before embarking on a desert journey. Wear them for shorter walks or hikes to allow your feet to adjust to the shoes and to identify any potential discomfort or fit issues. Breaking in your footwear will help prevent blisters and ensure maximum comfort during your desert traverse. Conclusion. Choosing the right footwear is a critical aspect of preparing for a desert journey. By considering the unique challenges of desert terrain and selecting footwear with durability, protection, breathability, support, stability, traction, and a lightweight design, you can enhance your comfort, safety, and overall experience while traversing the sands. Remember to prioritize a proper fit and break in your footwear before embarking on your desert adventure. 5.2 Walking techniques for sand and rocky terrain. Walking in the desert can be a challenging task, especially when you encounter different types of terrain such as sand and rocky surfaces. In this section, we will explore some effective walking techniques that will help you navigate these terrains with ease and conserve your energy. Walking on sand. Walking on sand requires a different approach compared to walking on solid ground. The shifting nature of sand can make it difficult to maintain balance and progress. Here are some techniques to help you walk on sand more efficiently. Choose the right footwear. Opt for lightweight, breathable shoes or boots that provide good traction. Sandals or open-toed shoes are not recommended as they can easily fill with sand. Maintain a wide stance. Keep your feet slightly wider apart than usual to improve stability. This will help distribute your weight evenly and prevent sinking into the sand. Take shorter steps. When walking on sand, it's best to take shorter steps to maintain balance and prevent tripping. Lift your feet slightly higher than usual to avoid dragging them through the sand. Walk on firmer surfaces. Look for areas with compacted sand or firmer surfaces to walk on whenever possible. These areas will provide more stability and make walking easier. Use the toe heel technique. Instead of planting your entire foot on the sand, try landing on your toes first and then roll your foot forward, transferring the weight to your heel. This technique helps you push off the sand more efficiently and reduces the chances of sinking. Follow existing tracks. If you come across footprints or tracks left by others, try to walk in their footsteps. These areas are likely to be more compacted and easier to traverse. Avoid walking during the hottest hours. Walking on sand can be more challenging when the sand is hot. Try to plan your walking schedule during the cooler parts of the day to minimize discomfort and conserve energy. Walking on rocky terrain. Rocky terrain in the desert can present its own set of challenges. Uneven surfaces, loose rocks, and sharp edges require careful foot placement and balance. Here are some techniques to help you navigate rocky terrain safely. Choose appropriate footwear. Opt for sturdy hiking boots with good ankle support and a thick, grippy sole. This will provide protection and stability on rocky surfaces. Scan the terrain. Before taking each step, scan the ground ahead to identify the best path. Look for stable rocks or flat surfaces to place your feet on. Maintain a slow and steady pace. Take your time and maintain a slow and steady pace when walking on rocky terrain. Rushing can lead to missteps and potential injuries. Use your arms for balance. Extend your arms out to the sides to help maintain balance. This can be especially helpful when traversing uneven or steep sections. Step on stable rocks. Look for larger, stable rocks to step on whenever possible. These rocks are less likely to shift or roll under your weight. Test rocks before placing your full weight. Before fully committing your weight to a rock, test it by applying partial weight first. This will help you determine if the rock is stable enough to support you. Take advantage of handholds. If there are nearby rocks or boulders that can be used as handholds, utilize them to maintain balance and stability. Avoid loose or unstable rocks. Steer clear of loose or unstable rocks that may shift or roll under your weight. These rocks can be hazardous and increase the risk of falls. Remember, walking in the desert requires patience, focus, and adaptability. Practice these techniques before embarking on your desert journey to build confidence and improve your walking skills. By mastering these techniques, you will be better equipped to traverse sand and rocky terrain, ensuring a safer and more enjoyable desert experience. 5.3 Managing energy and hydration. Traversing deserts can be physically demanding and challenging. The extreme heat, arid conditions, and vast stretches of sand can quickly deplete your energy and lead to dehydration if not managed properly. In this section, we will discuss essential strategies for managing your energy levels and staying hydrated while traveling on foot in the desert. Understanding the importance of energy and hydration. Energy and hydration are crucial factors in ensuring your safety and well-being while traversing deserts. The harsh desert environment can cause your body to lose fluids rapidly through sweating and evaporation, leading to dehydration. Dehydration can result in fatigue, dizziness, confusion, and even heat stroke, which can be life-threatening. Similarly, the physical exertion required to walk through sandy or rocky terrain can quickly deplete your energy reserves. It is essential to maintain a balanced energy level to prevent exhaustion and ensure you have the stamina to complete your journey. Planning your energy and hydration strategy. Before embarking on your desert journey, it is crucial to plan and prepare for managing your energy and hydration effectively. Here are some key considerations. 1. Calculate your energy needs. Estimate the number of calories you will require each day based on the duration and intensity of your journey. Keep in mind that desert travel can be physically demanding, so you may need to consume more calories than usual. 2. Pack high-energy foods. Choose lightweight, non-perishable foods that are rich in carbohydrates, proteins, and healthy fats. Energy bars, nuts, dried fruits, and jerky are excellent options. Aim for a balance of nutrients to sustain your energy levels throughout the day. 3. Plan your meals. Divide your daily calorie intake into several small meals and snacks. This approach will help you maintain a steady energy supply and prevent overeating or feeling too full during breaks. 4. Stay hydrated. Water is your most critical resource in the desert. Calculate the amount of water you will need each day based on the temperature, distance to be covered, and your body's hydration needs. Carry enough water to last between water sources, and consider using water purification methods to supplement your supply. 5. Electrolyte replenishment. In addition to water, it is essential to replenish electrolytes lost through sweating. Carry electrolyte tablets or powders to add to your water, or include electrolyte-rich foods such as bananas, oranges, and coconut water in your diet. Managing energy and hydration during your journey. Once you are on your desert journey, it is crucial to implement strategies to manage your energy and hydration effectively. Here are some tips to help you stay energized and hydrated. 1. Pace yourself. Walking in the desert can be physically demanding, so it is essential to pace yourself and avoid overexertion. Take regular breaks to rest and recharge, especially during the hottest parts of the day. Use these breaks to eat small, energy-rich snacks and drink water. 2. Drink water frequently. Do not wait until you feel thirsty to drink water. Thirst is a sign that your body is already dehydrated. Take small sips of water frequently throughout the day to maintain hydration. If water sources are scarce, ration your water supply accordingly. 3. Protect yourself from the sun. The desert sun can be intense, leading to increased sweating and fluid loss. Protect yourself by wearing a wide-brimmed hat, lightweight and breathable clothing, and applying sunscreen regularly. Minimize direct sun exposure during the hottest hours of the day. 4. Monitor your urine color. Your urine color is an excellent indicator of your hydration status. Aim for a pale yellow color, which indicates adequate hydration. Dark yellow or amber-colored urine is a sign of dehydration, and you should increase your fluid intake immediately. 5. Conserve energy. Walking in the desert can be physically demanding, so it is crucial to conserve energy whenever possible. Use walking techniques suitable for sand and rocky terrain, as discussed in section 5.2. Take advantage of downhill slopes and use gravity to your advantage. Avoid unnecessary detours or strenuous activities that can drain your energy. 6. Eat small, frequent meals. Consume small, energy-rich meals and snacks throughout the day to maintain a steady supply of nutrients and prevent energy crashes. Avoid heavy meals that can make you feel sluggish and slow down your progress. 7. Listen to your body. Pay attention to your body's signals and adjust your pace and rest breaks accordingly. If you start feeling fatigued, dizzy, or experience any signs of dehydration, take immediate action. Rest in the shade, drink water, and consume energy-rich foods to replenish your energy levels. Conclusion. Managing your energy and hydration is crucial for a successful desert journey. By planning your energy and hydration strategy before your trip and implementing effective techniques during your journey, you can ensure your safety, well-being, and enjoyment while traversing deserts on foot. Remember to stay hydrated, consume energy-rich foods, and listen to your body's needs to maintain optimal performance in the challenging desert environment. 5.4 Avoiding common foot problems. When traversing deserts on foot, it is crucial to take care of your feet to ensure a successful and comfortable journey. The harsh and unforgiving terrain of deserts can pose various challenges to your feet, including blisters, calluses, foot infections, and injuries. In this section, we will discuss some common foot problems that can occur while crossing deserts and provide tips on how to prevent and manage them. Blisters. Blisters are one of the most common foot problems experienced by desert travelers. They occur when there is friction between your skin and your footwear, leading to the formation of a fluid-filled pocket. Blisters can be painful and can significantly hinder your progress. To prevent blisters, it is essential to choose the right footwear and socks. When selecting footwear, opt for lightweight, breathable, and well-fitting shoes or boots that provide ample support and cushioning. Make sure they are made of materials that allow air circulation and wick away moisture. Avoid shoes with seams or rough areas that can rub against your skin. Equally important is choosing the right socks. Look for moisture-wicking socks made of synthetic or wool materials that help keep your feet dry. Avoid cotton socks as they tend to retain moisture, increasing the risk of blisters. Consider wearing double-layered socks or using blister prevention patches or tapes on areas prone to friction. If you feel a hot spot or irritation on your foot, stop and address it immediately. Apply moleskin or a blister prevention patch to the affected area to reduce friction. If a blister forms, avoid popping it unless it is causing severe pain or hindering your movement. If necessary, clean the area with antiseptic and cover it with a sterile dressing to protect it from infection. Calluses and corns. Calluses and corns are thickened areas of skin that develop due to repeated friction or pressure. They often occur on the soles of the feet and can be painful and uncomfortable. To prevent calluses and corns, it is crucial to keep your feet clean and dry and wear properly fitting footwear. Regularly wash and dry your feet, paying attention to the areas between your toes. Moisture can contribute to the development of calluses and corns. Use a pumice stone or foot file to gently remove any thickened skin, but be careful not to overdo it, as excessive filing can lead to skin damage. Wearing well-fitting shoes is essential to prevent calluses and corns. Avoid shoes that are too tight or too loose, as they can cause friction and pressure points. Consider using cushioned insoles or orthotic inserts to provide additional support and reduce pressure on specific areas of your feet. Foot infections. In the desert environment, your feet are exposed to various bacteria and fungi that can cause infections. To prevent foot infections, it is crucial to keep your feet clean and dry and practice good hygiene. Wash your feet daily with mild soap and warm water, paying attention to the areas between your toes. After washing, thoroughly dry your feet, especially the spaces between your toes, as moisture can promote the growth of fungi. Consider using foot powder or antifungal sprays to keep your feet dry and prevent fungal infections. When crossing deserts, it is common to encounter sandy or dusty conditions. Make sure to remove any sand or debris from your shoes and socks regularly, as they can cause irritation and increase the risk of infection. Consider carrying extra pairs of socks to change into if your feet become excessively sweaty or dirty. If you notice any signs of infection, such as redness, swelling, pain, or discharge, seek medical attention promptly. Foot infections can worsen quickly in the desert environment, and early treatment is essential to prevent complications. Foot injuries. Desert terrain can be rugged and unpredictable, increasing the risk of foot injuries such as cuts, bruises, sprains, and fractures. To minimize the risk of foot injuries, it is crucial to choose appropriate footwear and practice caution while walking. Select sturdy and protective footwear that provides ankle support and has a thick, durable sole. Avoid open-toed shoes or sandals that leave your feet vulnerable to injury. Consider wearing gaiters to protect your feet and lower legs from debris, thorns, and snake bites. When walking in the desert, pay attention to the ground and watch out for uneven surfaces, rocks, cacti, and other potential hazards. Take your time and walk at a steady pace, using walking poles or sticks for stability if necessary. Avoid rushing or taking shortcuts that can increase the risk of tripping or falling. If you sustain a foot injury, stop and assess the severity. Clean any wounds with antiseptic and cover them with sterile dressings. If you suspect a sprain or fracture, immobilize the foot and seek medical help as soon as possible. By taking proper care of your feet and being mindful of potential foot problems, you can minimize discomfort and ensure a safe and enjoyable desert journey. Remember to regularly inspect your feet, address any issues promptly, and adjust your footwear and walking techniques as needed. 6. Using vehicles in the desert. 6.1 Selecting the right vehicle. When it comes to traversing deserts, selecting the right vehicle is crucial for a successful and safe journey. The harsh and unforgiving terrain of the desert requires a vehicle that is specifically designed to handle the challenges it presents. In this section, we will explore the key factors to consider when choosing a vehicle for desert travel. Understanding the terrain. Before selecting a vehicle, it is important to understand the type of terrain you will encounter in the desert. Deserts can vary greatly, from sandy dunes to rocky plateaus, and each type of terrain requires a different type of vehicle. For sandy dunes, a vehicle with good traction and flotation is essential. Sand can be extremely soft and loose, making it difficult for vehicles with low ground clearance to navigate. In this case, a vehicle with large, wide tires and a high ground clearance is ideal. These features allow the vehicle to float on top of the sand, reducing the risk of getting stuck. On the other hand, if you will be traversing rocky terrain, a vehicle with excellent suspension and strong underbody protection is necessary. Rocks can be sharp and unforgiving, and without proper protection, your vehicle's undercarriage can be easily damaged. Look for a vehicle with reinforced skid plates and sturdy suspension components to withstand the rugged conditions. Four-wheel drive capability. When it comes to desert travel, having a vehicle with four-wheel drive 4WD capability is highly recommended. 4WD allows power to be distributed to all four wheels, providing better traction and control in challenging terrain. This is particularly important when driving through soft sand or climbing steep dunes. Additionally, having the ability to engage and disengage the 4WD system is beneficial. In some situations, such as driving on hard-packed desert roads, engaging the 4WD system may not be necessary and can actually decrease fuel efficiency. Being able to switch between 2WD and 4WD as needed gives you more control over your vehicle's performance and fuel consumption. Size and weight. The size and weight of your vehicle can greatly impact its performance in the desert. Generally, smaller and lighter vehicles tend to fare better in sandy conditions. They are more maneuverable and have a lower risk of getting stuck in soft sand. However, it is important to strike a balance between size and carrying capacity. If you plan on carrying a lot of gear or traveling with a group, a larger vehicle with more storage space may be necessary. Fuel efficiency. Fuel efficiency is another important consideration when selecting a vehicle for desert travel. The vast expanse of the desert often means long distances between fuel stations, so having a vehicle that can go the distance without frequent refueling is essential. Look for a vehicle with good fuel economy and a large fuel tank capacity to ensure you can cover long distances without running out of fuel. Reliability and maintenance. Reliability is key when embarking on a desert journey. The remote and harsh environment of the desert can be unforgiving, and a breakdown in the middle of nowhere can be a dangerous situation. Choose a vehicle known for its reliability and durability. Research the vehicle's maintenance requirements and ensure that you have access to spare parts and a reliable mechanic who is familiar with the vehicle. Regular maintenance is crucial for keeping your vehicle in optimal condition for desert travel. Before setting off on your journey, make sure to perform a thorough inspection of your vehicle, including checking the tires, brakes, suspension, and fluid levels. Carry a basic toolkit and spare parts that are specific to your vehicle, such as belts, hoses, and fuses, in case of any unexpected breakdowns. Conclusion. Selecting the right vehicle for desert travel is a critical decision that can greatly impact the success and safety of your journey. Consider the type of terrain you will encounter, the vehicle's capabilities, fuel efficiency, reliability, and maintenance requirements. By choosing a vehicle that is well suited for desert travel, you can navigate the challenging terrain with confidence and enjoy a memorable and rewarding desert adventure. 6.2 Preparing your vehicle for desert travel. When embarking on a desert journey, it is crucial to ensure that your vehicle is properly prepared for the challenging conditions you will encounter. The desert environment can be unforgiving, with scorching temperatures, shifting sands, and rugged terrain. Taking the time to adequately prepare your vehicle will not only enhance your safety but also increase your chances of a successful desert crossing. In this section, we will discuss the essential steps to prepare your vehicle for desert travel. 6.2.1 Check and maintain your vehicle. Before setting off on your desert adventure, it is vital to thoroughly inspect your vehicle and perform any necessary maintenance. Start by checking the engine oil, coolant, transmission fluid, and brake fluid levels. Ensure that all filters, including the air filter, are clean and in good condition. Check the condition and tension of the drive belts and inspect the battery for any signs of corrosion or damage. Inspect the tires for proper inflation and tread depth. Desert terrain can be harsh on tires, so it is advisable to use all-terrain or off-road tires that are specifically designed for such conditions. Consider carrying a spare tire and the necessary tools to change it in case of a flat. Inspect the suspension system, including the shocks and springs, to ensure they are in good working order. Desert terrain can be rough, and a well-maintained suspension system will provide better stability and control. Additionally, check the brakes, steering, and alignment to ensure they are functioning correctly. 6.2.2 Protect your vehicle. The desert environment can be harsh on your vehicle's exterior, so taking steps to protect it is essential. Apply a high-quality wax or sealant to the paintwork to provide a protective barrier against the sun's UV rays and sand abrasion. Consider installing a protective film or bra on the front end of your vehicle to shield it from stone chips and debris. To protect the undercarriage, consider installing skid plates or a metal belly pan. These will help safeguard vital components such as the engine, transmission, and fuel tank from damage caused by rocks and other obstacles. 6.2.3 Enhance cooling system performance. The extreme heat of the desert can put a strain on your vehicle's cooling system. To ensure optimal performance, start by inspecting the radiator and cooling hoses for any signs of leaks or damage. Clean any debris or dirt that may have accumulated on the radiator fins, as this can impede airflow. Consider upgrading to a high-performance radiator or installing an auxiliary transmission cooler if you anticipate driving in extremely hot conditions or towing heavy loads. This will help prevent overheating and ensure that your vehicle's engine and transmission stay within safe operating temperatures. 6.2.4 Prepare for dust and sand. Driving in the desert means encountering vast amounts of dust and sand. To protect your vehicle's engine and cabin from these abrasive particles, it is crucial to have a well-maintained air filtration system. Check and replace the engine air filter if necessary, and consider installing a pre-filter or snorkel to elevate the air intake point above the dust level. To prevent sand from entering the cabin, ensure that all windows and doors are properly sealed. Consider using window deflectors or installing a cabin air filter to minimize the amount of dust that enters the vehicle. 6.2.5 Carry essential tools and equipment. When venturing into the desert, it is essential to carry a comprehensive set of tools and equipment to handle any unforeseen situations. Some essential items to include are tire repair kit and air compressor. These will allow you to fix minor tire punctures and reinflate tires if needed. Recovery gear. Carry a sturdy tow strap, shackles, and a shovel to help recover your vehicle if it becomes stuck in sand or mud. Jack and jack stands. These will be necessary for changing tires or performing any under-vehicle maintenance. Basic toolkit. Include a set of wrenches, pliers, screwdrivers, and other tools that may be needed for minor repairs. Spare fluids. Carry extra engine oil, coolant, and transmission fluid in case of leaks or low levels. Fire extinguisher. A portable fire extinguisher is essential for any vehicle, but particularly in the desert where the risk of fire is higher. First aid kit. Ensure you have a well-stocked first aid kit that includes supplies for treating common injuries and illnesses. 6.2.6 Fuel and water considerations. Fuel and water are two critical resources when traveling through the desert. Plan your route carefully, taking into account the availability of fuel stations along the way. It is advisable to carry extra fuel in jerry cans to ensure you have an adequate supply, especially if you are traveling in remote areas. Water is essential for both drinking and vehicle maintenance. Carry enough drinking water for yourself and your passengers, as well as additional water for your vehicle's cooling system. It is recommended to carry at least 1 gallon of water per person per day for drinking purposes. 6.2.7 Communication and navigation. In the vast expanse of the desert, it is crucial to have reliable communication and navigation systems. Ensure that your vehicle is equipped with a functioning two-way radio or satellite phone to stay in touch with others in case of emergencies. Familiarize yourself with the operation of these devices before your journey. Additionally, consider using a GPS navigation system specifically designed for off-road use. These devices often have preloaded maps and features that can help you navigate through the desert more effectively. By following these steps to prepare your vehicle for desert travel, you will significantly increase your chances of a safe and successful journey. Remember to always prioritize safety and be prepared for the challenges that the desert environment may present. 6.3 Driving techniques for sand and off-road terrain. Driving in the desert can be a thrilling and challenging experience. Whether you are exploring the vast sand dunes or navigating through rocky terrain, it is essential to have the right driving techniques to ensure a safe and successful journey. In this section, we will discuss some driving techniques specifically tailored for sand and off-road terrain. 6.3.1 Understanding the terrain. Before embarking on your desert adventure, it is crucial to understand the terrain you will be driving on. Deserts can present a variety of challenges, including loose sand, steep dunes, rocky surfaces, and unpredictable obstacles. Familiarize yourself with the specific characteristics of the desert you will be traversing to better prepare for the driving conditions you may encounter. 6.3.2 Reducing tire pressure. One of the most important aspects of driving in the desert is adjusting your tire pressure. Lowering the tire pressure increases the surface area of the tire in contact with the ground, providing better traction and flotation on soft sand. It helps to distribute the weight of the vehicle more evenly, reducing the risk of sinking into the sand. It is recommended to lower the tire pressure by approximately 20 to 30% from the manufacturer's recommended pressure. However, keep in mind that reducing the tire pressure too much can cause damage to the tires or rims, so find the right balance based on the specific conditions of the desert you are driving in. 6.3.3 Momentum and speed control. Maintaining momentum is crucial when driving in sandy or off-road terrain. Once you have gained momentum, it is easier to keep moving forward and avoid getting stuck. However, it is essential to find the right balance between speed and control. Avoid excessive speed, as it can lead to loss of control and increase the risk of accidents. On the other hand, driving too slowly can cause the vehicle to sink into the sand or get stuck. Find a moderate speed that allows you to maintain control while still providing enough momentum to overcome obstacles. 6.3.4 Steering techniques. When driving in sand or off-road terrain, it is important to use the correct steering techniques to maintain control of your vehicle. Here are a few techniques to keep in mind. Gentle steering. Avoid making sudden or aggressive steering movements, as they can cause the vehicle to lose traction and slide. Instead, use gentle and gradual steering inputs to maintain control. Counter-steering. In certain situations, such as when navigating through sand dunes, counter-steering can help you maintain stability. If the vehicle starts to slide or drift, turn the steering wheel in the opposite direction to regain control. Avoid overcorrecting. If the vehicle starts to slide or drift, it is important not to overcorrect by turning the steering wheel too much. Overcorrecting can lead to a loss of control and potentially cause the vehicle to roll over. 6.3.5 Braking techniques. Braking in sand or off-road terrain requires a different approach compared to driving on paved roads. Here are some braking techniques to keep in mind. Engine braking. Instead of relying solely on the brakes, use engine braking by downshifting to a lower gear. This helps slow down the vehicle while maintaining control and reducing the risk of skidding. Pumping the brakes. If you need to brake suddenly, especially on loose sand, avoid slamming on the brakes. Instead, pump the brakes gently to prevent the wheels from locking up and losing traction. Anticipate braking distance. Due to the reduced traction on sand or off-road terrain, it takes longer for the vehicle to come to a complete stop. Allow for a greater braking distance and maintain a safe following distance from other vehicles. 6.3.6 Recovery techniques. Even with the best driving techniques, there is always a possibility of getting stuck in the desert. It is essential to be prepared and know how to recover your vehicle. Here are a few recovery techniques to keep in mind. Digging and clearing. If your vehicle gets stuck in sand, use a shovel or any available tools to dig out the sand from around the tires. Clearing the sand will help improve traction and increase the chances of getting unstuck. Rocking the vehicle. If digging alone is not enough, try rocking the vehicle back and forth by shifting between forward and reverse gears. This rocking motion can help create momentum and free the vehicle from the sand. Using traction aids. In extreme situations, when the vehicle is deeply stuck, using traction aids such as sand tracks, traction mats, or even pieces of carpet can provide additional grip and help the vehicle gain traction. Remember, it is always advisable to travel with a companion or in a group when driving in the desert. Having someone to assist in recovery efforts or call for help in case of an emergency is crucial for your safety. By understanding the terrain, adjusting tire pressure, maintaining momentum, using proper steering and braking techniques, and being prepared for recovery, you can confidently navigate through sand and off-road terrain in the desert. Enjoy the adventure while ensuring your safety and the preservation of the fragile desert ecosystem. 6.4 Vehicle maintenance and repair in the desert. When embarking on a desert journey, it is crucial to ensure that your vehicle is in optimal condition. The harsh and unforgiving desert environment can take a toll on your vehicle, making regular maintenance and repair essential for a successful desert crossing. In this section, we will explore the key aspects of vehicle maintenance and repair in the desert, providing you with the knowledge and skills necessary to keep your vehicle running smoothly throughout your desert adventure. 6.4.1 Pre-trip vehicle inspection. Before setting off on your desert journey, it is crucial to conduct a thorough pre-trip vehicle inspection. This inspection will help identify any existing issues and ensure that your vehicle is in good working order. Here are some key areas to focus on during your pre-trip inspection. Tires. Check the tire pressure and tread depth. In desert conditions, it is advisable to slightly lower the tire pressure to improve traction on sandy terrain. However, be cautious not to deflate them too much, as this can lead to damage or punctures. Fluids. Inspect and top up all essential fluids, including engine oil, coolant, brake fluid, and power steering fluid. The extreme temperatures in the desert can cause fluids to evaporate more quickly, so regular checks are necessary. Belts and hoses. Examine the condition of belts and hoses for any signs of wear or damage. Replace any worn-out belts or hoses to prevent breakdowns in the desert. Battery. Ensure that the battery terminals are clean and securely connected. Extreme heat can drain the battery faster, so it is advisable to carry a spare battery or a portable jump starter. Brakes. Test the brakes to ensure they are functioning properly. The desert terrain may require frequent braking, so it is crucial to have reliable brakes. Lights. Check all lights, including headlights, taillights, brake lights, and turn signals. Proper lighting is essential for visibility, especially during night driving. Air filter. Inspect and clean or replace the air filter. The desert environment is dusty, and a clogged air filter can affect engine performance. Suspension and steering. Check the suspension and steering components for any signs of damage or wear. Ensure that the steering is responsive and the suspension is capable of handling the rough desert terrain. 6.4.2 Essential tools and spare parts. When venturing into the desert, it is crucial to carry a comprehensive toolkit and spare parts to address any potential issues that may arise during your journey. Here are some essential tools and spare parts to include. Tire repair kit. A tire repair kit, including a tire plug kit and a portable air compressor, is essential for fixing punctures and reinflating tires. Spare tires. Carry at least 1 or 2 spare tires, as tire damage is common in desert environments. Ensure that the spare tires are in good condition and properly inflated. Jack and lug wrench. A sturdy jack and lug wrench are necessary for changing tires. Ensure that they are compatible with your vehicle. Basic hand tools. Include a set of basic hand tools such as wrenches, pliers, screwdrivers, and a socket set. These tools will come in handy for minor repairs and adjustments. Spare parts. Carry spare parts that are prone to failure, such as fuses, belts, hoses, and spark plugs. These spare parts can save you from being stranded in the desert. Fluids. Pack extra quantities of essential fluids such as engine oil, coolant, and brake fluid. These fluids may be needed for top-ups or emergency situations. Duct tape and zip ties. These versatile items can be used for temporary fixes and securing loose components. Fire extinguisher. Carry a fire extinguisher rated for automotive use to address any potential fire hazards. 6.4.3 On-the-go maintenance and repairs. Even with thorough pre-trip inspections and the best preparations, breakdowns can still occur in the desert. It is essential to be prepared for on-the-go maintenance and repairs to minimize downtime and get back on track. Here are some tips for handling common issues. Tire punctures. If you experience a tire puncture, safely pull over to a flat and stable surface. Use your tire repair kit to plug the puncture and reinflate the tire. If the damage is severe, replace the tire with a spare. Overheating. If your vehicle starts to overheat, immediately turn off the air conditioning and turn on the heater to help dissipate heat. Safely pull over and allow the engine to cool down before checking the coolant level. If necessary, top up the coolant or address any leaks. Battery issues. If your battery fails, check the connections for any loose or corroded terminals. Jump start the vehicle using a portable jump starter or seek assistance from other vehicles. Minor leaks. If you notice minor leaks, such as oil or coolant, assess the severity of the leak. If it is minor and manageable, you can continue your journey while monitoring the fluid levels. However, if the leak is significant, address it immediately or seek professional help. Electrical problems. If you encounter electrical issues, such as a blown fuse or malfunctioning lights, consult your vehicle's manual to locate the fuse box. Replace any blown fuses with spares from your toolkit. Loose components. In the rough desert terrain, vibrations can cause components to become loose. Regularly inspect your vehicle for loose bolts, brackets, or other components. Tighten them as necessary to prevent further damage. 6.4.4 Professional assistance. In some cases, the issues you encounter may be beyond your capabilities to repair. It is essential to know your limitations and seek professional assistance when needed. If you are unable to resolve a mechanical issue or if it poses a safety risk, contact a professional mechanic or a roadside assistance service. They have the expertise and equipment to handle complex repairs and ensure your safety in the desert. Remember, prevention is always better than cure. Regular vehicle maintenance, thorough inspections, and careful driving can significantly reduce the likelihood of breakdowns in the desert. By being prepared, carrying the necessary tools and spare parts, and having the knowledge to address common issues, you can confidently traverse the desert with your vehicle and enjoy a safe and successful journey. 7. Interacting with desert wildlife. 7.1 Identifying common desert animals. Deserts are home to a diverse range of wildlife, each uniquely adapted to survive in the harsh and arid conditions. As you traverse the desert, it is important to be able to identify common desert animals to better understand their behavior and potential dangers they may pose. This knowledge will not only enhance your desert experience but also help you stay safe and minimize your impact on the fragile desert ecosystem. Desert mammals. Camels. One of the most iconic desert animals, camels are well known for their ability to survive in extreme desert conditions. They have long legs and padded feet that allow them to walk on sand without sinking. Camels are known for their humps, which store fat reserves to provide them with energy and water during long periods without food or water. Desert fox. Also known as the fennec fox, this small nocturnal mammal is found in the Sahara Desert. It has large ears that help dissipate heat and keen eyesight for hunting at night. The fennec fox is well adapted to the desert environment and can survive without drinking water for long periods by obtaining moisture from its prey. Desert hedgehog. These small, spiky mammals are found in various desert regions around the world. They have a protective layer of spines on their back and sides, which helps deter predators. Desert hedgehogs are primarily nocturnal and feed on insects, plants, and small vertebrates. Kangaroo rat. Native to North American deserts, kangaroo rats have long hind legs and a long tail, which they use for balance and jumping. They are well adapted to desert life and can survive without drinking water by obtaining moisture from their food. Kangaroo rats are primarily herbivorous, feeding on seeds, plants, and insects. Desert reptiles. Sidewinder rattlesnake. Found in the deserts of North America, the sidewinder rattlesnake is a venomous snake known for its unique method of locomotion. It moves by throwing its body sideways and using a rolling motion, leaving distinctive tracks in the sand. The sidewinder rattlesnake is well camouflaged and primarily feeds on small rodents. Gila monster. This venomous lizard is native to the deserts of the southwestern United States and northwestern Mexico. It has a distinctive pattern of orange and black or pink and black markings, serving as a warning to potential predators. The Gila monster is primarily nocturnal and feeds on small mammals, birds, eggs, and reptiles. Desert tortoise. Found in the deserts of North America, the desert tortoise is a slow-moving reptile that has adapted to the extreme desert conditions. It has a high dome shell and can store water in its bladder, allowing it to survive in arid environments. Desert tortoises primarily feed on grasses, wildflowers, and cacti. Horned lizard. Also known as the horned toad, this unique reptile is found in North American deserts. It has a spiky appearance and can inflate its body to deter predators. Horned lizards primarily feed on ants and other small insects, using their specialized tongue to capture prey. Desert birds. Roadrunner. Known for its distinctive appearance and ability to run at high speeds, the roadrunner is a common bird in North American deserts. It has a long tail and strong legs, which it uses for running and capturing prey. Roadrunners primarily feed on insects, small reptiles, and rodents. Desert eagle. The desert eagle, also known as the golden eagle, is a large bird of prey found in desert regions around the world. It has a wingspan of up to 7 feet and is known for its powerful flight and keen eyesight. Desert eagles primarily feed on small mammals, birds, and reptiles. Sand grouse. These small, ground-dwelling birds are found in desert regions across Africa, Asia, and Australia. Sand grouse have specialized feathers that allow them to carry water to their young, as they primarily feed on dry seeds and vegetation. They are known for their distinctive call and elaborate courtship displays. Ostrich. Although commonly associated with grasslands, ostriches are also found in desert regions such as the Sahara Desert. They are the largest birds in the world and have long legs and powerful wings. Ostriches are flightless but can run at high speeds, making them well adapted to desert environments. By familiarizing yourself with these common desert animals, you will be better equipped to appreciate the unique wildlife that inhabits these arid landscapes. Remember to observe wildlife from a safe distance and avoid disturbing their natural behavior. Respecting and protecting desert wildlife is essential for the preservation of these fragile ecosystems. 7.2 Understanding animal behavior and dangers. Deserts are not only home to unique and fascinating plant life, but they are also inhabited by a variety of animals. Understanding animal behavior and potential dangers is crucial when traversing deserts to ensure your safety and minimize any negative impact on the wildlife. In this section, we will explore the behavior of desert animals and the potential dangers they may pose. Animal behavior in the desert. Desert animals have adapted to survive in harsh and extreme conditions. They have developed unique behaviors and characteristics that allow them to thrive in this challenging environment. Understanding these behaviors can help you anticipate their actions and avoid any potential conflicts. Here are some common behaviors exhibited by desert animals. Nocturnal activity. Many desert animals are nocturnal, meaning they are most active during the night when temperatures are cooler. This behavior helps them avoid the scorching heat of the day. It is important to be aware of this when planning your activities, as you may encounter more wildlife during the night. Burrowing. Some desert animals, such as rodents and reptiles, are expert burrowers. They create intricate underground tunnels and burrows to escape the heat and find shelter. Be cautious when walking or driving in desert areas, as you may inadvertently disturb these burrows. Camouflage. Desert animals have evolved to blend in with their surroundings, making them difficult to spot. Their natural camouflage helps them hide from predators and increases their chances of survival. Take extra care when walking or driving to avoid accidentally stepping on or running over these well-camouflaged creatures. Water conservation. Desert animals have developed various mechanisms to conserve water. They may have specialized kidneys that allow them to extract more water from their food or produce concentrated urine. Some animals, like the kangaroo rat, can survive without drinking water at all, obtaining moisture from their food. It is important to respect their water sources and avoid contaminating them. Potential dangers. While most desert animals are harmless and will avoid human interaction, it is essential to be aware of potential dangers that may arise. By understanding these dangers, you can take appropriate precautions to ensure your safety. Here are some potential dangers to be mindful of when traversing deserts. Venomous snakes. Many deserts are home to venomous snakes, such as rattlesnakes, sidewinders, and vipers. These snakes are generally shy and will try to avoid confrontation. However, if you encounter one, it is important to keep your distance and give them space to retreat. Wear protective clothing and sturdy boots to minimize the risk of snake bites. Scorpions. Scorpions are another common desert inhabitant. While most scorpion stings are not life-threatening, they can be painful and cause allergic reactions in some individuals. Shake out your shoes and clothing before putting them on, and be cautious when reaching into crevices or under rocks where scorpions may hide. Spiders. Desert regions are also home to various spider species, including venomous ones like the black widow and brown recluse. Avoid sticking your hands into dark crevices or under rocks without first checking for spiders. If you are bitten by a spider, seek medical attention immediately. Insects. Desert insects, such as bees, wasps, and ants, can deliver painful stings or bites. Be cautious when approaching nests or hives and avoid wearing bright-colored clothing or strong perfumes that may attract them. Carry insect repellent and use it as necessary. Large mammals. While encounters with large mammals are rare in deserts, it is important to be aware of their presence. Animals like coyotes, bobcats, and mountain lions may inhabit certain desert regions. If you encounter a large mammal, do not approach it and give it space to retreat. Make loud noises and wave your arms to deter them if they come too close. Disease-carrying insects. Some desert regions may have disease-carrying insects, such as mosquitoes that transmit diseases like West Nile virus. Protect yourself by wearing long sleeves, using insect repellent, and camping away from stagnant water sources. Scavengers. Desert scavengers, such as vultures and coyotes, play an important role in the ecosystem by cleaning up carcasses. While they are not typically dangerous, it is important to keep your distance and avoid feeding them. Feeding wildlife can disrupt their natural behavior and create dependency. Remember, the key to safely interacting with desert wildlife is to observe from a distance and respect their natural habitat. Do not attempt to touch or feed any animals you encounter. By understanding animal behavior and potential dangers, you can enjoy the beauty of desert wildlife while ensuring your own safety and the preservation of these unique ecosystems. 7.3 Protecting yourself and wildlife. When venturing into the desert, it is essential to prioritize your safety and the well-being of the wildlife that inhabits these harsh environments. The desert is a delicate ecosystem, and it is crucial to minimize your impact and take necessary precautions to protect yourself and the wildlife you may encounter. In this section, we will discuss some guidelines and practices to ensure your safety and promote the conservation of desert wildlife. 7.3.1 Respecting wildlife. One of the fundamental principles of desert travel is to respect and observe wildlife from a distance. It is important to remember that you are a visitor in their habitat, and disturbing or approaching them can have negative consequences for both you and the animals. Here are some guidelines to follow. Observe from a distance. Use binoculars or a zoom lens to observe wildlife without getting too close. This allows you to appreciate their natural behavior without causing them stress or altering their natural patterns. Do not feed the animals. Feeding wildlife disrupts their natural foraging habits and can lead to dependency on human food sources. It can also make them more aggressive and pose a danger to both humans and other animals. Avoid touching or handling wildlife. Many desert animals have adaptations that help them survive in extreme conditions, such as venomous bites or stings. It is crucial to avoid touching or handling them to prevent harm to yourself and the animals. Do not disturb nesting or breeding areas. During certain times of the year, desert wildlife may be nesting or breeding. It is important to avoid disturbing these areas to allow the animals to raise their young undisturbed. Respect protected areas and regulations. Some desert regions have designated protected areas or specific regulations regarding wildlife interaction. Familiarize yourself with these rules and adhere to them to ensure the preservation of the ecosystem. 7.3.2 Campsite etiquette. When setting up camp in the desert, it is essential to follow proper etiquette to minimize your impact on the environment and wildlife. Here are some guidelines to consider. Choose established campsites. Whenever possible, choose established campsites to minimize your impact on the surrounding environment. Look for areas with durable surfaces like rock or sand to set up your camp. Keep a clean camp. Properly dispose of all waste, including food scraps, to avoid attracting wildlife to your campsite. Use designated trash containers or pack out your waste if necessary. Use environmentally friendly products. When selecting camping gear and supplies, opt for environmentally friendly options. Avoid using harsh chemicals or detergents that can contaminate water sources or harm wildlife. Minimize noise and light pollution. Keep noise levels to a minimum and avoid using excessive artificial lighting. Loud noises and bright lights can disrupt wildlife behavior and disturb their natural rhythms. Respect quiet hours. Many desert animals are nocturnal, and their activities are crucial for the ecosystem. Respect quiet hours to allow them to carry out their natural behaviors undisturbed. 7.3.3 Safety precautions. While exploring the desert, it is important to take certain safety precautions to protect yourself and ensure a successful journey. Here are some essential safety measures to consider. Stay hydrated. Dehydration is a significant risk in desert environments. Drink plenty of water and carry an adequate supply with you at all times. Monitor your hydration levels and replenish fluids regularly. Protect yourself from the sun. the desert sun can be intense, so it is crucial to protect yourself from harmful UV rays. Wear a wide-brimmed hat, lightweight and breathable clothing that covers your skin, and apply sunscreen with a high SPF. Be prepared for temperature fluctuations. Deserts often experience extreme temperature fluctuations between day and night. Dress in layers to adapt to these changes and carry appropriate gear to stay warm during cold nights. Inform others about your plans. Before embarking on a desert journey, inform someone reliable about your itinerary and expected return date. This ensures that someone knows your whereabouts and can alert authorities if necessary. Carry essential safety equipment. Always carry a first aid kit, a map, a compass, and a signaling device such as a whistle or mirror. These items can be crucial in emergency situations or if you become lost. By following these guidelines and practicing responsible desert travel, you can protect yourself and the wildlife you encounter. Remember, the desert is a fragile ecosystem, and it is our responsibility to preserve its beauty and biodiversity for future generations. 7.4 Dealing with insects and reptiles. When traversing deserts, it is important to be aware of the various insects and reptiles that inhabit these arid regions. While deserts may seem barren and devoid of life, they are actually home to a wide range of creatures, many of which have adapted to survive in the harsh desert environment. In this section, we will discuss some common insects and reptiles you may encounter in the desert and provide tips on how to deal with them. Insects in the desert. Insects are a diverse group of animals that play important roles in desert ecosystems. While most insects are harmless, there are a few species that can pose a threat to humans. Here are some common desert insects and tips on how to deal with them. 1. Scorpions. Scorpions are nocturnal arachnids that are well adapted to desert life. They are equipped with venomous stingers, which they use to capture prey and defend themselves. While most scorpion stings are not life-threatening, they can be painful and cause localized swelling. To avoid scorpion stings, it is important to shake out your shoes and clothing before putting them on, especially if they have been left outside overnight. Additionally, be cautious when reaching into crevices or under rocks, as scorpions may be hiding there. 2. Spiders. Desert spiders, such as the black widow and brown recluse, can also be found in desert regions. These spiders are venomous and their bites can cause severe reactions in some individuals. To minimize the risk of spider bites, avoid reaching into dark and undisturbed areas, such as woodpiles or rock crevices, without first inspecting them. If you encounter a spider, it is best to give it a wide berth and not disturb it. 3. Ants. Ants are abundant in desert environments and can be found in various sizes and species. While most ants are harmless, some species, such as fire ants, can deliver painful bites or stings. To avoid ant bites, be cautious when sitting or lying on the ground, as ants may be present. Additionally, keep food and trash properly sealed to prevent attracting ants to your campsite. 4. Bees and wasps. Bees and wasps are important pollinators in desert ecosystems, but their stings can be painful and cause allergic reactions in some individuals. If you encounter a bee or wasp, remain calm and avoid swatting at them, as this may provoke an attack. If you are stung, remove the stinger by scraping it off with a credit card or your fingernail. Applying a cold compress and taking an antihistamine can help alleviate the pain and swelling. Reptiles in the desert. Desert reptiles are well adapted to the extreme temperatures and arid conditions of their habitat. While most desert reptiles are harmless and play important roles in the ecosystem, there are a few species that can pose a threat to humans. Here are some common desert reptiles and tips on how to deal with them. 1. Snakes. Snakes are perhaps the most feared reptiles in the desert. While the majority of desert snakes are non-venomous and pose no threat to humans, it is important to be able to identify venomous species and know how to react if you encounter one. Avoid walking in tall grass or dense vegetation, as snakes may be hiding there. If you encounter a snake, give it a wide berth and do not attempt to handle or provoke it. If you are bitten by a snake, seek medical attention immediately. 2. Lizards. Lizards are a common sight in desert regions and play important roles in controlling insect populations. Most desert lizards are harmless and will flee if approached. However, some larger species, such as the Gila monster and the Mexican beaded lizard, are venomous. It is best to observe lizards from a distance and avoid handling them. 3. Tortoises. Desert tortoises are slow-moving reptiles that are well adapted to desert life. They are a protected species in many desert regions and should not be disturbed or handled. If you encounter a tortoise, observe it from a distance and do not attempt to touch or move it. 4. Other reptiles. Other reptiles, such as geckos and iguanas, can also be found in desert environments. These reptiles are generally harmless and will avoid human contact. Enjoy observing them from a distance and refrain from handling or disturbing them. Conclusion. When traversing deserts, it is important to be aware of the insects and reptiles that inhabit these regions. By understanding their behavior and taking necessary precautions, you can minimize the risk of encounters and ensure a safe journey through the desert. Remember to always respect the wildlife and their habitats, and never attempt to handle or disturb these creatures. 8. Cultural and historical significance of deserts. 8.1 Ancient civilizations in desert regions. Deserts have long been home to ancient civilizations that thrived in these harsh and unforgiving environments. The ability of these civilizations to adapt and utilize the resources available to them is a testament to human resilience and ingenuity. In this section, we will explore some of the notable ancient civilizations that flourished in desert regions around the world. Ancient Egypt. One of the most well-known ancient civilizations that emerged in a desert region is ancient Egypt. Situated along the banks of the Nile River, Egypt's civilization developed in the midst of the vast Sahara Desert. The Nile River, with its annual flooding, provided fertile soil for agriculture, allowing the Egyptians to cultivate crops such as wheat, barley, and flax. The ancient Egyptians built impressive structures, including the pyramids and temples, which still stand as a testament to their architectural prowess. They also developed a complex system of writing known as hieroglyphics, which allowed them to record their history, religious beliefs, and daily life. The Egyptians revered the sun god Ra and believed in an afterlife. They constructed elaborate tombs and burial sites, such as the Valley of the Kings, where pharaohs and nobles were laid to rest with their treasures and possessions. Ancient Mesopotamia. Another significant desert civilization is ancient Mesopotamia, which encompassed the region between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, known as the Fertile Crescent. While not entirely desert, the surrounding arid landscapes posed challenges that the Mesopotamians had to overcome. The Mesopotamians developed advanced irrigation systems to harness the water from the rivers and redirect it to their fields. This allowed them to cultivate crops such as barley, wheat, and dates, which formed the basis of their agricultural economy. The city-states of Mesopotamia, such as Babylon, and Nineveh, were centers of trade, commerce, and cultural exchange. They built impressive ziggurats, stepped pyramids that served as religious and administrative centers. The Code of Hammurabi, one of the earliest known legal codes, was also developed in Mesopotamia. Ancient Indus Valley Civilization. The Indus Valley Civilization, also known as the Harappan Civilization, emerged in what is now modern-day Pakistan and northwest India. This ancient civilization developed along the Indus River and its tributaries, in an arid region that required innovative agricultural practices. The Indus Valley people constructed sophisticated urban centers, such as Mohenjo-Daro and Harappa, with well-planned streets, drainage systems, and public baths. They had a system of writing that is yet to be fully deciphered, and their society was characterized by a high level of organization and trade. The Indus Valley Civilization had a thriving agricultural economy, relying on the cultivation of wheat, barley, and cotton. They also engaged in trade with other regions, including Mesopotamia, through land and maritime routes. Ancient Native American cultures. In the Americas, several ancient civilizations developed in desert regions. The ancestral Puebloans, also known as the Anasazi, inhabited the arid landscapes of the southwestern United States, including present-day Arizona, New Mexico, Colorado, and Utah. They built intricate cliff dwellings, such as those found in Mesa Verde National Park, to protect themselves from the harsh desert conditions. The Nazca civilization, located in present-day Peru, flourished in the arid Nazca Desert. They are famous for their geoglyphs, enormous designs etched into the desert floor, which can only be fully appreciated from the air. The Nazca people also developed advanced irrigation systems to cultivate crops in this dry region. The Mochi civilization, situated in what is now northern Peru, thrived in the coastal desert region. They constructed impressive adobe pyramids and were skilled in pottery and metallurgy. The Mochi people relied on sophisticated irrigation systems to support their agricultural activities. Conclusion. Ancient civilizations in desert regions demonstrate the remarkable ability of humans to adapt and thrive in challenging environments. From the Nile River in Egypt to the Indus River in the Indian subcontinent, these civilizations harnessed the available resources, developed advanced agricultural techniques, and left behind enduring legacies of art, architecture, and cultural practices. Studying these ancient civilizations provides valuable insights into the resilience and resourcefulness of human societies. It also highlights the importance of understanding and appreciating the historical and cultural significance of desert regions. By learning from the past, we can better appreciate the present and make informed decisions about the future of these fragile ecosystems. 8.2 Nomadic Cultures and Traditions. Deserts have long been home to nomadic cultures, where people have adapted to the harsh and unforgiving conditions of these arid landscapes. Nomadic cultures have developed unique traditions, lifestyles, and survival strategies that have allowed them to thrive in the desert for centuries. In this section, we will explore the fascinating world of nomadic cultures and their traditions in desert regions. The nomadic lifestyle. Nomadic cultures are characterized by their constant movement in search of water, grazing lands for their livestock, and favorable weather conditions. These cultures have traditionally relied on herding animals such as camels, goats, sheep, and horses, which provide them with food, milk, wool, and transportation. The ability to move with their herds allows nomads to adapt to changing environmental conditions and find resources in the vast desert landscapes. Bedouin culture. One of the most well-known nomadic cultures in the desert is the Bedouin culture of the Arabian Peninsula. Bedouin are traditionally Arab nomads who have inhabited the deserts of the Middle East for centuries. They have a rich cultural heritage and a deep connection to the desert environment. Bedouin are known for their hospitality, generosity, and strong sense of community. The Bedouin lifestyle revolves around their herds of camels, goats, and sheep. They move with their animals in search of grazing lands and water sources. Bedouin tents, known as Beit al-Shar, are made from woven goat hair and provide shelter from the scorching sun and sandstorms. These tents are easily assembled and disassembled, allowing for quick and efficient movement. Tuareg culture. Another prominent nomadic culture is the Tuareg people of the Sahara Desert in North Africa. The Tuareg are known for their distinctive indigo-colored clothing, which protects them from the intense desert sun. They are skilled traders and have historically played a crucial role in trans-Saharan trade routes. The Tuareg have a strong sense of identity and are known for their music, poetry, and storytelling. They have a hierarchical social structure, with the nobles, known as Amajagan, leading the community. The Tuareg are also known for their intricate silver jewelry, which holds cultural and symbolic significance. Mongolian nomads. In the vast deserts of Mongolia, nomadic cultures have thrived for centuries. The Mongolian nomads, known as herders, primarily rely on livestock such as horses, yaks, sheep, and goats. They move their herds across the Mongolian steppe, which includes both grasslands and desert regions. The traditional Mongolian dwelling, known as a gyr, or yurt, is a portable and sturdy structure made from a wooden frame covered with felt or animal skins. The gyr provides shelter from the extreme temperatures and strong winds of the Mongolian desert. Mongolian nomads have a deep connection to their horses, which are essential for transportation, herding, and hunting. Survival strategies. Nomadic cultures have developed ingenious survival strategies to cope with the challenges of desert living. They have extensive knowledge of the desert environment, including the location of water sources, edible plants, and medicinal herbs. Nomads have mastered the art of finding water in arid regions by observing the behavior of animals and reading the signs of the landscape. Nomads also possess exceptional navigation skills, using the stars, sun, and landmarks to guide their journeys across vast desert expanses. They have a deep understanding of the wind patterns, which helps them predict sandstorms and find shelter in time. Nomads have also developed techniques for conserving water and managing scarce resources, such as using animal skins to collect and store water. Cultural significance. Nomadic cultures have left a lasting impact on the cultural heritage of desert regions. Their traditions, music, art, and storytelling have been passed down through generations, preserving their unique way of life. Nomadic cultures have also influenced the cuisine, clothing, and architecture of desert communities. In recent times, there has been a growing recognition of the importance of preserving nomadic cultures and their traditions. Efforts are being made to document and protect their cultural heritage, as well as to promote sustainable tourism that respects and supports these communities. Understanding the nomadic cultures and traditions of desert regions not only enriches our knowledge of human history but also provides valuable insights into survival strategies and resilience in extreme environments. By appreciating and learning from these cultures, we can develop a deeper respect for the desert and its inhabitants. Nomadic cultures have thrived in deserts for centuries, adapting to the challenges of the harsh environment through their unique traditions and survival strategies. From the Bedouin of the Arabian Peninsula to the Tuareg of the Sahara and the Mongolian nomads, these cultures have left a lasting impact on the cultural heritage of desert regions. By understanding and appreciating their way of life, we can gain valuable insights into survival and resilience in extreme environments. 8.3 Explorers and Adventurers of the Desert. Throughout history, deserts have captivated the imagination of explorers and adventurers. These intrepid individuals have ventured into the vast and unforgiving landscapes of the desert, pushing the boundaries of human endurance and discovering new frontiers. In this section, we will explore some of the most notable desert explorers and adventurers, their remarkable journeys, and the lessons we can learn from their experiences. 8.3.1 Early Desert Explorers. The history of desert exploration dates back thousands of years. Ancient civilizations such as the Egyptians, Persians, and Bedouin were among the first to traverse the deserts in search of resources, trade routes, and new territories. These early explorers relied on their knowledge of the land, navigation skills, and the guidance of local tribes to navigate the harsh desert environments. One of the most famous desert explorers of ancient times was Alexander the Great. In his quest to conquer the known world, he led his army across the deserts of Egypt and Persia, facing extreme heat, sandstorms, and water scarcity. His successful expeditions paved the way for future explorers and demonstrated the strategic importance of desert regions. 8.3.2 European Explorers and the Age of Discovery. During the Age of Discovery in the 15th and 16th centuries, European explorers set out to find new trade routes to the east. These intrepid adventurers, such as Vasco da Gama and Ferdinand Magellan, ventured into uncharted territories, including the deserts of Africa and the Middle East. One of the most renowned desert explorers of this era was Sir Richard Francis Burton. Known for his linguistic skills and cultural adaptability, Burton explored the deserts of Arabia, Africa, and the Americas. His extensive travels and meticulous documentation of local customs and languages greatly contributed to our understanding of these regions. 8.3.3 Modern Desert Explorers. In the 19th and 20th centuries, a new wave of explorers and adventurers emerged, driven by a thirst for discovery and a desire to conquer the world's most challenging environments. These individuals pushed the boundaries of human endurance and achieved remarkable feats in the deserts. One of the most iconic desert explorers of the modern era is T. E. Lawrence, also known as Lawrence of Arabia. During World War I, Lawrence played a crucial role in the Arab revolt against the Ottoman Empire. He traversed the deserts of Arabia, leading guerrilla warfare and forging alliances with local tribes. Lawrence's exploits in the desert earned him legendary status and inspired countless others to explore these arid landscapes. Another notable desert explorer is Wilfred the Zyger, who spent much of his life living among the Bedouin tribes in the Arabian desert. The Zyger's deep appreciation for the desert and its people is evident in his book, Arabian Sands, which chronicles his journeys and provides a unique insight into the nomadic way of life. 8.3.4 Lessons from Desert Explorers. The journeys of these desert explorers and adventurers offer valuable lessons for anyone planning to traverse deserts. Here are some key takeaways. Respect the environment. Desert explorers understood the importance of respecting the delicate balance of the desert ecosystem. They recognized that even the smallest actions could have significant consequences. When venturing into the desert, it is crucial to minimize your impact on the environment and leave no trace behind. Prepare meticulously. Desert explorers knew the importance of thorough preparation. They studied the terrain, climate, and available resources before embarking on their journeys. Similarly, when planning your desert expedition, make sure to gather as much information as possible, assess the risks, and equip yourself with the necessary skills and gear. Adaptability is key. Desert explorers had to adapt to the harsh and unpredictable conditions of the desert. They learned to navigate using the stars, conserve water, and find shelter in the most inhospitable environments. Being adaptable and resourceful is crucial when traversing deserts, as conditions can change rapidly. Respect local cultures. Desert explorers recognize the importance of building relationships with local tribes and respecting their customs and traditions. When traveling through desert regions, it is essential to be mindful of the local culture and seek permission when entering sacred or restricted areas. Embrace the challenges. Desert explorers faced numerous challenges, from extreme temperatures to sandstorms and water scarcity. However, they embraced these challenges as opportunities for growth and discovery. When traversing deserts, expect obstacles and setbacks, but approach them with a positive mindset and a determination to overcome them. By studying the experiences of these desert explorers and adventurers, we can gain valuable insights into the art of traversing deserts. Their stories inspire us to embrace the unknown, push our limits, and appreciate the beauty and resilience of these remarkable landscapes. 8.4 Deserts in Art, Literature, and Film. Deserts have long captivated the human imagination, inspiring artists, writers, and filmmakers to create works that explore the beauty, mystery, and challenges of these vast and arid landscapes. From ancient civilizations to modern-day adventurers, deserts have been a rich source of inspiration for creative expression. In this section, we will delve into the ways deserts have been depicted in art, literature, and film, and how they have shaped our cultural understanding of these unique environments. Art. Deserts have been a subject of artistic exploration for centuries. Artists have been drawn to the stark beauty and solitude of these landscapes, capturing their essence through various mediums. One of the earliest examples of desert art can be found in ancient Egyptian tomb paintings, where the vastness of the desert is depicted as a symbol of the afterlife. These paintings often feature scenes of travelers crossing the desert, highlighting the challenges and dangers they faced. In more recent times, artists like Georgia O'Keeffe have been inspired by the deserts of the American Southwest. O'Keeffe's paintings of the New Mexico desert showcase the vibrant colors and unique rock formations that define the region. Her work captures the essence of the desert, evoking a sense of both awe and tranquility. Desert landscapes have also been a popular subject in photography. Renowned photographers like Ansel Adams and Edward Weston have captured the grandeur and solitude of deserts through their lens. Their black and white photographs reveal the intricate details of the desert, from the delicate patterns of sand dunes to the rugged textures of rock formations. Literature. Deserts have served as a backdrop for countless works of literature, providing a setting that is both physically challenging and spiritually transformative. In literature, deserts often symbolize a journey of self-discovery, where characters confront their inner demons and find redemption. One of the most famous examples of desert literature is The Alchemist, by Paulo Coelho. Set in the Sahara Desert, the novel follows the journey of a young shepherd named Santiago as he searches for a hidden treasure. The desert becomes a metaphor for life's challenges and the importance of following one's dreams. Another notable work is The English Patient, by Michael Ondaatje, which tells the story of 4 individuals whose lives intersect in an abandoned Italian villa during World War II. The vastness and isolation of the desert mirror the characters' emotional landscapes, as they grapple with love, loss, and identity. Desert literature is not limited to fiction. Many explorers and adventurers have written memoirs and travelogues about their experiences in the desert. One such example is Arabian Sands, by Wilfred the Zyger, which chronicles his journeys across the empty quarter of the Arabian Peninsula. The Zyger's vivid descriptions of the desert and its nomadic inhabitants provide a unique insight into the harsh realities of desert life. Film. Deserts have also been a popular setting for films, offering a visually stunning backdrop for epic adventures, survival stories, and even science fiction. The vastness and emptiness of the desert create a sense of isolation and vulnerability, heightening the tension and drama of the narrative. One of the most iconic desert films is Lawrence of Arabia, 1962, which tells the story of T. E. Lawrence's experiences during World War I in the Arabian desert. The film showcases the breathtaking landscapes of the Wadi Rum Desert in Jordan, immersing viewers in the harsh realities of desert warfare. Another notable film is Mad Max: Fury Road, 2015, set in a post-apocalyptic desert wasteland. The film's stunning visuals and intense action sequences highlight the unforgiving nature of the desert and the struggle for survival in a barren world. Deserts have also been featured in documentaries, exploring the unique ecosystems and cultures that thrive in these extreme environments. Films like Samsara, 2011, and Koyaanisqatsi, 1982, use stunning cinematography to capture the beauty and fragility of desert landscapes, reminding us of the importance of preserving these delicate ecosystems. In conclusion, deserts have played a significant role in art, literature, and film, serving as a source of inspiration and a metaphor for the human experience. Whether through paintings, novels, or movies, these creative works have allowed us to explore the beauty, challenges, and cultural significance of deserts, deepening our understanding and appreciation of these remarkable landscapes. 9. Desert photography and filming. 9.1 Capturing the beauty of desert landscapes. Deserts are known for their stunning and unique landscapes, with vast stretches of sand dunes, rocky terrain, and breathtaking sunsets. As a desert traveler, capturing the beauty of these landscapes through photography or filming can be a rewarding and memorable experience. In this section, we will explore some tips and techniques to help you capture the essence and grandeur of desert landscapes. Understanding the lighting conditions. One of the key elements in capturing the beauty of desert landscapes is understanding the lighting conditions. The desert sun can be intense, casting harsh shadows and creating high-contrast scenes. To make the most of the lighting, consider the following. Golden hour. The golden hour, which occurs during the first hour after sunrise and the last hour before sunset, offers soft and warm light that enhances the colors and textures of the desert. This is an ideal time to capture stunning landscapes with long shadows and vibrant hues. Avoid midday sun. The midday sun can be harsh and create unflattering shadows. It is best to avoid shooting during this time unless you are specifically looking for high contrast or abstract images. Backlighting. Experiment with backlighting to create dramatic silhouettes of desert features such as sand dunes or cacti. Position yourself so that the sun is behind your subject, and use exposure compensation to achieve the desired effect. Composition and framing. Composition plays a crucial role in capturing the beauty of desert landscapes. Here are some tips to help you create visually appealing images. Rule of thirds. Use the rule of thirds to create a balanced composition. Imagine dividing your frame into a grid of 9 equal parts, and place key elements of your scene along these lines or at their intersections. Leading lines. Utilize natural lines in the desert landscape, such as sand dunes, rock formations, or paths, to lead the viewer's eye into the frame and create a sense of depth. Foreground interest. Incorporate interesting foreground elements, such as desert plants, rocks, or textures, to add depth and create a sense of scale in your images. Symmetry and patterns. Look for symmetrical patterns in the desert landscape, such as repeating sand dunes or ripples, and use them to create visually striking compositions. Capturing the colors and textures. Desert landscapes are often characterized by their unique colors and textures. To capture these elements effectively, consider the following. Color contrast. Look for contrasting colors in the desert landscape, such as the vibrant orange of sand dunes against a blue sky or the warm tones of rocks against a cool background. These color contrasts can add visual interest to your images. Texture and detail. Zoom in on the details of the desert landscape to capture the intricate textures of sand, rocks, or vegetation. Use a macro lens or get close to your subject to highlight these details. Wide-angle perspectives. Use a wide-angle lens to capture the vastness of the desert landscape. This can help convey a sense of scale and emphasize the expansive nature of the environment. Dealing with extreme conditions. Photographing or filming in the desert can present unique challenges due to the extreme conditions. Here are some tips to help you overcome these challenges. Protect your gear. The desert environment can be harsh, with blowing sand and extreme temperatures. Use protective gear, such as lens hoods and filters, to shield your equipment from sand and dust. Carry a microfiber cloth to clean your lenses regularly. Manage heat and sun. Protect yourself and your gear from the intense desert sun. Use a lens hood or shade to prevent lens flare, and consider using a polarizing filter to reduce glare and enhance colors. Stay hydrated and wear appropriate clothing and sunscreen to protect yourself from the sun's rays. Stabilize your shots. In windy conditions, use a tripod or stabilize your camera to avoid blurry images. Sandbags or weights can help stabilize your tripod in sandy terrain. Experiment and be creative. While it is important to have a plan and follow some guidelines, don't be afraid to experiment and let your creativity flow. The desert offers endless opportunities for unique and artistic shots. Try different angles, perspectives, and camera settings to capture the essence of the landscape in your own style. Remember, capturing the beauty of desert landscapes is not just about the final image or footage, it is also about immersing yourself in the environment and appreciating the wonders of nature. Take the time to enjoy the experience and let your passion for the desert shine through your work. 9.2 Photographing wildlife in the desert. Photographing wildlife in the desert can be a thrilling and rewarding experience. Deserts are home to a diverse range of unique and fascinating creatures, and capturing their beauty and behavior through photography allows you to share their stories with others. However, photographing wildlife in the desert comes with its own set of challenges. In this section, we will explore some tips and techniques to help you capture stunning wildlife images in the desert. 9.2.1 Understanding desert wildlife. Before you embark on your desert photography adventure, it is essential to have a good understanding of the wildlife you may encounter. Deserts are home to a variety of animals, including reptiles, birds, mammals, and insects. Researching the specific species that inhabit the desert you are visiting will give you valuable insights into their behavior, habitat preferences, and activity patterns. This knowledge will help you anticipate their movements and increase your chances of capturing unique and compelling images. 9.2.2 Respect wildlife and their habitat. When photographing wildlife in the desert, it is crucial to prioritize the well-being of the animals and their habitat. Always maintain a respectful distance from the animals and avoid disturbing their natural behavior. Remember that you are a guest in their home, and it is your responsibility to minimize your impact on their environment. Avoid approaching nesting sites, burrows, or dens, as this can cause stress to the animals and potentially harm their young. 9.2.3 Patience and observation. Photographing wildlife in any environment requires patience and keen observation skills, and the desert is no exception. Take the time to study the behavior of the animals you wish to photograph. Observe their movements, feeding patterns, and interactions with their surroundings. By understanding their behavior, you can anticipate their actions and capture more compelling images. Patience is key, as wildlife encounters in the desert can be infrequent, and it may take time to find the perfect subject or moment to photograph. 9.2.4 Use appropriate equipment. When photographing wildlife in the desert, it is essential to have the right equipment. A telephoto lens is a must-have for capturing close-up shots of animals from a safe distance. A lens with a focal length of at least 200 mm is recommended, but longer lenses, such as 300 mm or 400 mm, will allow you to capture more detailed images. Additionally, a sturdy tripod or monopod can help stabilize your camera and lens, especially when shooting in low-light conditions or using longer focal lengths. 9.2.5 Lighting considerations. Lighting plays a crucial role in wildlife photography, and the desert offers unique lighting conditions that can enhance your images. The harsh sunlight in the desert can create strong contrasts and shadows, so it is important to plan your photography sessions during the golden hours of early morning or late afternoon when the light is softer and more flattering. This will help you capture warm, golden tones and avoid harsh shadows on your subjects. Experiment with different angles and positions to make the most of the available light and create visually striking images. 9.2.6 Composition and background. Composition is an essential aspect of wildlife photography, and it can greatly enhance the impact of your images. When photographing wildlife in the desert, pay attention to the background and try to choose a clean and uncluttered setting that will make your subject stand out. Look for interesting patterns, textures, or leading lines that can add depth and visual interest to your composition. Experiment with different angles and perspectives to create unique and compelling images. 9.2.7 Capturing behavior and action. One of the most exciting aspects of wildlife photography is capturing the behavior and action of animals. In the desert, you may have the opportunity to photograph animals engaged in unique activities such as hunting, mating, or caring for their young. Be patient and observant, and be ready to capture these fleeting moments. Continuous shooting mode can be useful in capturing fast-paced action, allowing you to select the best frame later. Remember to focus on the eyes of your subject, as they are often the most expressive and engaging part of the image. 9.2.8 Safety considerations. While photographing wildlife in the desert, it is important to prioritize your safety and the safety of the animals. Always follow any guidelines or regulations set by the local authorities or park rangers. Keep a safe distance from potentially dangerous animals and avoid approaching them too closely. Be aware of your surroundings and watch out for any signs of aggression or distress from the animals. Remember that your safety and the well-being of the wildlife should always come first. 9.2.9 Post-processing and sharing. Once you have captured your wildlife images in the desert, the post-processing stage allows you to enhance and refine your photographs. Use editing software to adjust the exposure, contrast, and colors to bring out the best in your images. Be mindful not to over-process your photos, as this can result in unnatural-looking images. Finally, share your photographs with others to raise awareness about the beauty and importance of desert wildlife. Consider exhibiting your work, sharing it on social media, or contributing to conservation organizations to support their efforts in protecting desert ecosystems. Photographing wildlife in the desert can be a challenging yet incredibly rewarding experience. By understanding the behavior of desert animals, respecting their habitat, and using the right equipment and techniques, you can capture stunning images that tell the stories of these remarkable creatures. Remember to prioritize safety and conservation, and enjoy the privilege of witnessing and documenting the wonders of desert wildlife through your photography. 9.3 Tips for filming in extreme conditions. Filming in the desert can be a challenging yet rewarding experience. The vast and unique landscapes, the harsh weather conditions, and the diverse wildlife make deserts a captivating subject for filmmakers. However, filming in extreme desert conditions requires careful planning, preparation, and the right equipment. In this section, we will provide you with some valuable tips to help you capture stunning footage in the desert. 1. Research and plan ahead. Before embarking on your desert filming expedition, it is crucial to conduct thorough research and plan your shoot in advance. Familiarize yourself with the specific desert you will be filming in, including its climate, terrain, and wildlife. This knowledge will help you anticipate challenges and make informed decisions about the equipment and techniques you will need. 2. Protect your equipment. Deserts can be extremely harsh environments for electronic equipment. The combination of intense heat, blowing sand, and dust can damage your cameras and lenses. To protect your gear, invest in high-quality protective cases and covers. Use lens filters to shield your lenses from sand and dust, and regularly clean your equipment to prevent any damage. 3. Carry sufficient batteries and memory cards. In the desert, you may not have easy access to electricity to recharge your batteries. Therefore, it is essential to carry an ample supply of fully charged batteries and extra memory cards. The extreme temperatures in the desert can also drain battery life faster, so keep your spare batteries in a cool, insulated container to preserve their charge. 4. Use lens hoods and filters. The desert sun can be intense, causing glare and lens flares in your footage. To minimize these issues, use lens hoods to block direct sunlight from entering the lens. Additionally, consider using polarizing filters to reduce glare and enhance the colors of the landscape. Graduated neutral density filters can also help balance the exposure between the bright sky and the desert floor. 5. Be mindful of heat and humidity. Deserts are known for their scorching temperatures during the day. Extreme heat can affect both you and your equipment. Keep your cameras and lenses out of direct sunlight when not in use, and avoid leaving them in hot vehicles. Consider using heat-resistant camera bags or wraps to protect your gear from the intense heat. 6. Handle dust and sand carefully. Dust and sand are inevitable in the desert, and they can easily find their way into your camera equipment. When changing lenses or opening camera bodies, try to do so in a sheltered area to minimize the exposure to blowing sand. Use a blower brush or compressed air to remove any dust particles from your equipment, and avoid touching the sensor directly. 7. Capture the golden hours. The golden hours, which occur shortly after sunrise and before sunset, offer the most beautiful and dramatic lighting in the desert. The low angle of the sun during these times creates long shadows and a warm, golden glow. Plan your shoots accordingly to take advantage of these magical moments and capture stunning footage. 8. Embrace the wide shots. Deserts are vast and expansive landscapes, so wide shots can be particularly effective in capturing the grandeur of the surroundings. Use wide-angle lenses to emphasize the scale and depth of the desert. Experiment with different compositions and perspectives to create visually striking shots. 9. Incorporate human elements. Including human elements in your desert footage can add a sense of scale and narrative to your film. Whether it's capturing a person walking across the dunes or showcasing the local nomadic cultures, human presence can help viewers connect with the environment on a deeper level. Be respectful and seek permission when filming people in the desert. 10. Tell a story. While the desert itself is visually captivating, it is essential to tell a compelling story through your footage. Consider the narrative you want to convey and plan your shots accordingly. Look for interesting subjects, unique wildlife, or cultural elements that can help tell a story about the desert and its inhabitants. 11. Stay hydrated and take breaks. Filming in the desert can be physically demanding, especially under the scorching sun. Stay hydrated by drinking plenty of water and taking regular breaks to rest and cool down. Remember to take care of yourself and your crew's well-being to ensure a successful and safe filming experience. 12. Respect the environment and wildlife. When filming in the desert, it is crucial to respect the fragile ecosystem and the wildlife that inhabits it. Avoid disturbing or interfering with the natural behavior of animals. Do not leave any trash or waste behind, and follow leave no trace principles to minimize your impact on the environment. Filming in the desert can be a challenging yet rewarding experience. By conducting thorough research, protecting your equipment, and planning your shots carefully, you can capture stunning footage that showcases the beauty and uniqueness of these extraordinary landscapes. Remember to prioritize safety, respect the environment, and tell a compelling story through your film. 9.4 Preserving and sharing your desert memories. Exploring and traversing deserts can be an incredible and transformative experience. The vast landscapes, unique wildlife, and challenging conditions make for unforgettable memories. Preserving and sharing these memories allows you to relive your desert adventures and inspire others to appreciate the beauty and importance of these fragile ecosystems. In this section, we will discuss various ways to preserve and share your desert memories. 9.4.1 Keeping a journal. One of the most personal and intimate ways to preserve your desert memories is by keeping a journal. A journal allows you to capture your thoughts, emotions, and experiences in the moment. It serves as a time capsule, transporting you back to the desert whenever you revisit its pages. When journaling about your desert journey, describe the landscapes, the sounds, and the scents that surrounded you. Reflect on the challenges you faced, the lessons you learned, and the moments of awe and wonder. Include sketches or doodles to bring your memories to life on the page. By recording your thoughts and observations, you create a lasting record of your desert adventure. 9.4.2 Photography. Photography is a powerful medium for preserving and sharing your desert memories. Through photographs, you can capture the beauty of the landscapes, the unique flora and fauna, and the vastness of the desert. Here are some tips for capturing stunning desert photographs. Research and plan. Before your journey, research the best locations and times for photography in the desert. Consider the lighting conditions, weather patterns, and the behavior of wildlife. Plan your shots accordingly. Capture the essence. Look for unique perspectives and compositions that convey the essence of the desert. Experiment with different angles, focal lengths, and exposure settings to capture the vastness, textures, and colors of the desert. Include human elements. Including people in your photographs can add a sense of scale and narrative to your images. Photograph fellow travelers or locals to tell a story about the human connection to the desert. Focus on details. Don't forget to capture the small details that make the desert unique. Photograph the patterns in the sand, the textures of rocks, or the delicate flowers that thrive in harsh conditions. Be patient. Wildlife photography in the desert can be challenging, but patience is key. Observe the behavior of animals and wait for the perfect moment to capture their natural interactions. Respect wildlife. When photographing wildlife, maintain a safe distance and avoid disturbing their natural behavior. Use telephoto lenses to capture close-up shots without intruding on their space. 9.4.3 Creating a photo book or album. Once you have captured your desert memories through photography, consider creating a photo book or album. This allows you to curate and present your best images in a tangible and visually appealing format. Here are some steps to create a photo book. Select your best photos, review your photographs and choose the ones that best represent your desert journey. Consider the composition, lighting, and emotional impact of each image. Organize your photos. Arrange your selected photos in a logical and storytelling sequence. Consider the flow and narrative of your desert adventure as you organize the images. Add captions and descriptions. Include captions or short descriptions for each photo to provide context and enhance the storytelling aspect of your photo book. Design and layout. Use photo editing software or online platforms to design the layout of your photo book. Experiment with different templates, backgrounds, and fonts to create a visually appealing and cohesive design. Print and share. Once you are satisfied with the design, print your photo book or create an online album. Share it with friends, family, and fellow desert enthusiasts to inspire and share your desert memories. 9.4.4 Writing articles or blog posts. If you enjoy writing, consider sharing your desert memories through articles or blog posts. This allows you to not only preserve your memories but also educate and inspire others who are interested in desert exploration. Here are some tips for writing about your desert experiences. Choose a focus. Decide on a specific aspect of your desert journey to focus on, such as a particular location, wildlife encounter, or personal challenge. This will give your writing a clear direction and make it more engaging for readers. Use descriptive language. Paint a vivid picture with your words by using descriptive language to convey the sights, sounds, and sensations of the desert. Transport your readers to the desert through your writing. Share personal insights. Reflect on the lessons you learned, the personal growth you experienced, or the connections you made during your desert journey. Share these insights to provide a deeper understanding of the desert and its impact on you. Include practical tips. If you encountered any challenges or learned valuable lessons during your desert journey, share them with your readers. Provide practical tips and advice for others who may be planning their own desert adventures. Engage with your audience. Encourage readers to share their own desert experiences or ask questions in the comments section of your blog or article. Engage with your audience by responding to their comments and fostering a sense of community. 9.4.5 Sharing on social media. Social media platforms provide a convenient and accessible way to share your desert memories with a wider audience. Consider creating a dedicated social media account or using hashtags related to desert exploration to connect with fellow desert enthusiasts. Here are some tips for sharing on social media. Choose the right platform. Select a social media platform that aligns with your goals and target audience. Instagram, for example, is known for its visual focus and is ideal for sharing photographs, while Twitter allows for shorter updates and conversations. Craft engaging captions. Accompany your photos or posts with engaging captions that provide context, share insights, or ask questions. Captions can help spark conversations and encourage interaction with your audience. Use relevant hashtags. Research and use relevant hashtags to increase the visibility of your posts. Hashtags such as #DesertExploration, #DesertPhotography, or #DesertAdventures can help your content reach a wider audience. Engage with the community. Interact with other desert enthusiasts by liking, commenting, and sharing their content. Engaging with the community fosters connections and allows you to learn from others' experiences. Respect the environment. When sharing your desert memories on social media, be mindful of the impact your actions may have on the environment. Avoid geotagging sensitive locations or sharing information that could potentially harm the desert ecosystem. Preserving and sharing your desert memories allows you to relive your experiences and inspire others to appreciate and protect these unique environments. Whether through journaling, photography, writing, or social media, find the medium that resonates with you and start sharing your desert adventures with the world. 10. Environmental conservation in deserts. 10.1 Understanding the fragile desert ecosystem. Deserts are unique and fragile ecosystems that require a deep understanding and respect for their delicate balance. As you embark on your desert journey, it is crucial to comprehend the intricacies of the desert ecosystem to minimize your impact and preserve its natural beauty for future generations. The delicate balance of life. Deserts may appear barren and lifeless at first glance, but they are teeming with a surprising array of plants and animals that have adapted to survive in harsh conditions. The desert ecosystem is a delicate balance of interdependent organisms, each playing a vital role in maintaining the ecosystem's stability. Plant life. Desert plants have evolved remarkable adaptations to conserve water and withstand extreme temperatures. They often have deep root systems to access underground water sources, and some even have waxy coatings or spines to reduce water loss. These plants provide food and shelter for a variety of desert animals. Animal life. Desert animals have developed unique adaptations to survive in the harsh desert environment. They have efficient water conservation mechanisms, such as concentrated urine and the ability to extract moisture from their food. Some animals are nocturnal, avoiding the scorching heat of the day, while others have specialized behaviors to regulate their body temperature. Microorganisms. Microorganisms, such as bacteria and fungi, play a crucial role in the desert ecosystem. They break down organic matter, recycle nutrients, and contribute to soil fertility. These microscopic organisms are essential for the survival of desert plants and the overall health of the ecosystem. Threats to the desert ecosystem. Despite their resilience, desert ecosystems are vulnerable to human activities and environmental changes. It is essential to be aware of the potential threats and take steps to minimize your impact on the delicate balance of the desert ecosystem. Habitat destruction. Human activities, such as urbanization, agriculture, and mining, can lead to the destruction of desert habitats. Clearing land for development disrupts the natural balance and displaces native plant and animal species. Invasive species. Introducing non-native species to the desert can have devastating effects on the ecosystem. Invasive plants can outcompete native species for resources, disrupt pollination patterns, and alter the natural balance of the ecosystem. Pollution. Pollution from industrial activities, vehicles, and improper waste disposal can have severe consequences for desert ecosystems. Air pollution can harm plant and animal life, while water pollution can contaminate scarce water sources. Climate change. Desert ecosystems are particularly vulnerable to the impacts of climate change. Rising temperatures, changing rainfall patterns, and increased frequency of extreme weather events can disrupt the delicate balance of the ecosystem and threaten the survival of many desert species. Minimizing your impact. As a responsible traveler in the desert, it is crucial to minimize your impact on the fragile ecosystem. By following these guidelines, you can help preserve the desert's natural beauty and ensure its sustainability for future generations. Stay on designated trails. Stick to established trails and avoid trampling on fragile desert vegetation. Venturing off trail can cause irreparable damage to the delicate ecosystem. Leave no trace. Pack out all your trash and dispose of it properly. Avoid leaving any trace of your presence in the desert, including food scraps, plastic, or other non-biodegradable materials. Conserve water. Water is a precious resource in the desert. Use it sparingly and avoid wasting it. Opt for quick showers, turn off taps when not in use, and consider using biodegradable soaps and shampoos. Respect wildlife. Observe wildlife from a distance and avoid disturbing their natural behaviors. Do not feed or approach animals, as it can disrupt their feeding patterns and make them dependent on human food. Camp responsibly. When camping in the desert, choose established campsites and avoid disturbing the surrounding vegetation. Use designated fire pits and follow fire safety guidelines to prevent accidental wildfires. Use sustainable products. Choose eco-friendly and biodegradable products whenever possible. Avoid single-use plastics and opt for reusable alternatives. Minimize your carbon footprint by using energy-efficient equipment and vehicles. Supporting conservation efforts. Preserving the fragile desert ecosystem requires collective efforts. Consider supporting local conservation organizations and initiatives that work towards protecting and restoring desert habitats. Your contributions can help fund research, habitat restoration projects, and educational programs aimed at raising awareness about desert conservation. Educating others about desert conservation. One of the most effective ways to protect the desert ecosystem is by spreading awareness and educating others about its importance. Share your knowledge and experiences with friends, family, and fellow travelers. Encourage responsible behavior and inspire others to appreciate and respect the fragile beauty of the desert. By understanding the delicate balance of the desert ecosystem and taking steps to minimize your impact, you can enjoy your desert journey while ensuring the preservation of these remarkable landscapes for generations to come. Remember, the desert is not just a place to traverse, it is a living ecosystem that deserves our utmost care and respect. 10.2 Minimizing your impact on the environment. When embarking on a desert journey, it is crucial to be mindful of the fragile ecosystem and take steps to minimize your impact on the environment. Deserts are delicate ecosystems that have adapted to survive in extreme conditions, and any disturbance can have long-lasting effects. By following some simple guidelines, you can ensure that your desert traverse is both enjoyable and environmentally responsible. Leave no trace. The principle of leave no trace is essential when traversing deserts. This means that you should strive to leave the environment exactly as you found it, without leaving any trace of your presence. Here are some key practices to follow. Pack out what you pack in. Bring all your trash and waste with you and dispose of it properly when you reach a designated waste disposal area. Never leave any litter behind, as it can harm wildlife and disrupt the natural balance of the ecosystem. Minimize campfire impact. Campfires can be damaging to the desert environment, so it is best to avoid them whenever possible. If you must have a fire, use established fire rings or designated fire pits and ensure that it is completely extinguished before leaving. Respect wildlife. Keep a safe distance from wildlife and observe them from afar. Do not feed or approach animals, as this can disrupt their natural behavior and potentially harm them. Remember that you are a visitor in their habitat. Stay on designated trails. Stick to established trails and avoid venturing off into fragile desert vegetation. Walking on vegetation can cause irreparable damage and take years for the ecosystem to recover. Minimize noise pollution. Keep noise levels to a minimum to avoid disturbing wildlife and other visitors. The desert is a place of tranquility, and excessive noise can disrupt the natural balance and stress wildlife. Conserve water. Water is a precious resource in the desert, and conserving it is crucial for both your own survival and the preservation of the environment. Here are some tips to help you conserve water. Carry enough water. Ensure that you have an adequate supply of water for your journey. Plan your route and calculate how much water you will need, considering factors such as distance, temperature, and duration of your trip. It is always better to carry more water than you think you will need. Use water wisely. Be mindful of your water usage throughout your journey. Avoid wasteful practices such as leaving taps running or using excessive amounts for cleaning. Use water sparingly and efficiently, especially when it comes to personal hygiene. Replenish water responsibly. If you come across natural water sources, such as springs or streams, be cautious about using them. These sources may be vital for the survival of local wildlife, so avoid contaminating or depleting them. Use water filters or purification methods to ensure that you are not introducing pollutants. Respect cultural and historical sites. Deserts often hold significant cultural and historical value, with ancient civilizations and nomadic cultures leaving their mark on the landscape. When traversing deserts, it is important to respect these sites and preserve their integrity. Here are some guidelines to follow. Do not disturb artifacts or structures. Avoid touching or removing any artifacts or structures you may come across. These items are part of the historical record and should be left undisturbed for future generations to appreciate. Stay on designated paths. Stick to designated paths and avoid walking on or around cultural or historical sites. This helps prevent erosion and damage to delicate structures or artifacts. Educate yourself. Take the time to learn about the cultural and historical significance of the desert you are traversing. Understanding the stories and traditions associated with these sites will deepen your appreciation for the environment and its heritage. Practice responsible photography. Photography is a wonderful way to capture the beauty of the desert, but it is important to do so responsibly. Here are some tips for minimizing your impact while photographing in the desert. Respect wildlife. When photographing wildlife, maintain a safe distance and use telephoto lenses to avoid disturbing or stressing the animals. Do not chase or corner them for the sake of a photograph. Avoid trampling vegetation. Be mindful of where you step to avoid damaging fragile desert vegetation. Stick to established paths or areas where foot traffic is allowed. Do not alter the environment. Avoid moving rocks, plants, or other natural elements to create a more aesthetically pleasing composition. Leave the environment as you found it, preserving its natural state. Share responsibly. When sharing your desert photographs, be mindful of the impact they may have. Avoid geotagging specific locations to prevent overcrowding and potential damage to sensitive areas. By following these guidelines, you can minimize your impact on the environment while traversing deserts. Remember that the goal is to leave the desert as pristine as possible, ensuring that future generations can also enjoy its beauty and wonder. 10.3 Supporting conservation efforts. Conserving the fragile desert ecosystem is crucial for the long-term survival of these unique and diverse environments. As a responsible traveler, it is important to support conservation efforts and contribute to the preservation of deserts for future generations. In this section, we will explore various ways in which you can support conservation efforts in deserts. 10.3.1 Volunteer with conservation organizations. One of the most effective ways to support desert conservation is by volunteering with organizations that are actively working to protect these ecosystems. Many conservation organizations offer volunteer programs where you can contribute your time and skills to conservation projects in deserts. These projects may involve habitat restoration, wildlife monitoring, research, or community outreach. By volunteering, you not only directly contribute to conservation efforts but also gain a deeper understanding of the challenges faced by deserts and the importance of their preservation. 10.3.2 Support local conservation initiatives. Supporting local conservation initiatives is another impactful way to contribute to desert conservation. Many desert regions have local organizations or community groups dedicated to protecting their unique ecosystems. These organizations often rely on donations and support from individuals to carry out their conservation work. By donating to these initiatives or participating in their fundraising events, you can help provide the necessary resources for their conservation efforts. Additionally, you can also raise awareness about these initiatives among your friends, family, and social networks to encourage others to support desert conservation. 10.3.3 Practice responsible tourism. When visiting deserts, it is essential to practice responsible tourism to minimize your impact on the environment. This includes following designated trails and paths, avoiding sensitive areas, and respecting wildlife and their habitats. By adhering to these guidelines, you help protect the delicate balance of desert ecosystems and prevent further degradation. Additionally, supporting eco-friendly accommodations and tour operators that prioritize sustainable practices can also contribute to desert conservation. These businesses often implement measures to reduce their carbon footprint, conserve water, and support local communities. 10.3.4 Educate yourself and others. Education plays a vital role in raising awareness about the importance of desert conservation. Take the time to educate yourself about the unique features, biodiversity, and challenges faced by deserts. Understanding the value of these ecosystems will enable you to advocate for their protection more effectively. Share your knowledge and experiences with others, whether through social media, blogs, or community events. By spreading awareness and promoting the significance of desert conservation, you can inspire others to take action and support these efforts. 10.3.5 Reduce your environmental footprint. Reducing your environmental footprint is not only beneficial for desert conservation but also for the planet as a whole. Simple actions like conserving water, minimizing waste, and practicing energy efficiency can make a significant difference. In desert environments, where water is scarce and resources are limited, these actions become even more critical. By adopting sustainable habits in your daily life, you contribute to the overall conservation of natural resources and help protect deserts from further degradation. 10.3.6 Support research and scientific studies. Scientific research plays a crucial role in understanding and conserving desert ecosystems. By supporting research initiatives and scientific studies focused on deserts, you contribute to the knowledge base necessary for effective conservation strategies. This can be done through donations to research organizations or by participating in citizen science projects that collect valuable data about desert flora, fauna, and environmental conditions. Your involvement in these initiatives helps scientists and conservationists gain a better understanding of deserts and develop targeted conservation plans. 10.3.7 Advocate for policy changes. Advocacy for policy changes at the local, national, and international levels is another powerful way to support desert conservation. Stay informed about environmental policies and legislation related to desert protection. Engage with local and national government representatives to voice your concerns and support stronger conservation measures. Joining or supporting environmental advocacy groups can also amplify your voice and contribute to collective efforts aimed at preserving deserts and their unique biodiversity. 10.3.8 Participate in ecotourism. Ecotourism, when done responsibly, can provide economic incentives for local communities to protect and conserve desert environments. By choosing ecotourism operators that prioritize sustainable practices and contribute to local conservation efforts, you can directly support desert conservation through your travel choices. These operators often work closely with local communities, providing them with alternative livelihoods that are aligned with conservation goals. By participating in ecotourism activities, you not only experience the beauty of deserts but also contribute to their long-term preservation. 10.3.9 Stay informed and adapt. Desert ecosystems are constantly evolving, and new challenges may arise due to climate change, human activities, or other factors. It is essential to stay informed about the latest research, conservation initiatives, and emerging threats to deserts. By staying informed, you can adapt your actions and support the most relevant and effective conservation efforts. Stay connected with conservation organizations, subscribe to newsletters, and follow reputable sources of information to stay up to date with the latest developments in desert conservation. Supporting conservation efforts in deserts is a collective responsibility. By actively engaging in these various ways, you can make a positive impact and contribute to the long-term preservation of these remarkable and fragile ecosystems. Remember, every action, no matter how small, counts towards the greater goal of conserving deserts for future generations. 10.4 Educating others about desert conservation. Conservation of desert ecosystems is crucial for the preservation of these unique and fragile environments. As someone who has experienced the beauty and challenges of traversing deserts, it is important to share your knowledge and educate others about desert conservation. By raising awareness and promoting sustainable practices, you can inspire others to protect these valuable ecosystems for future generations. The importance of desert conservation education. Deserts are often misunderstood and underappreciated ecosystems. Many people view them as barren wastelands devoid of life and ecological significance. However, deserts are home to a diverse range of plant and animal species that have adapted to survive in extreme conditions. By educating others about the importance of desert conservation, you can help dispel misconceptions and highlight the unique value of these ecosystems. 1. Organize workshops and presentations. One effective way to educate others about desert conservation is by organizing workshops and presentations. These events can be held in schools, community centers, or other public spaces. Prepare informative presentations that cover topics such as the biodiversity of deserts, the threats they face, and the importance of conservation efforts. Use visuals, such as photographs and videos, to engage your audience and make the information more accessible. During these workshops, encourage active participation by organizing group discussions and interactive activities. This will help individuals understand the challenges faced by desert ecosystems and brainstorm potential solutions. By fostering a sense of ownership and responsibility, you can inspire others to take action and contribute to desert conservation efforts. 2. Collaborate with local organizations. Collaborating with local organizations that focus on environmental conservation can amplify your efforts and reach a wider audience. Partner with NGOs, nature reserves, or research institutions that have a vested interest in desert conservation. By working together, you can combine resources, expertise, and networks to create impactful educational initiatives. Consider organizing joint events, such as guided desert hikes or volunteer programs, where participants can learn about desert ecosystems while actively contributing to their preservation. These collaborations can also provide opportunities for individuals to engage in hands-on conservation activities, such as habitat restoration or wildlife monitoring. 3. Utilize social media and online platforms. In today's digital age, social media and online platforms offer powerful tools for spreading awareness and educating others about desert conservation. Create a dedicated website or blog where you can share informative articles, personal experiences, and practical tips for sustainable desert travel. Use social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter to reach a broader audience and engage with individuals interested in desert conservation. Regularly post educational content, such as infographics, videos, and interviews with experts, to keep your followers informed and inspired. Encourage discussions and interactions by asking questions, responding to comments, and sharing success stories of desert conservation initiatives. By leveraging the power of the internet, you can reach people from all over the world and inspire them to take action in their own communities. 4. Engage with local communities. Engaging with local communities living near desert regions is essential for effective desert conservation. These communities often have traditional knowledge and practices that have sustained them for generations in these harsh environments. By respecting and learning from their experiences, you can foster a sense of mutual understanding and collaboration. Organize community outreach programs where you can share your knowledge and learn from the local community members. This can include workshops on sustainable farming practices, water conservation, or wildlife protection. By involving the local community in conservation efforts, you can create a sense of ownership and empower them to become stewards of their own environment. 5. Support desert conservation initiatives. Educating others about desert conservation goes beyond spreading awareness. It also involves actively supporting and participating in conservation initiatives. Research and identify organizations that are dedicated to desert conservation and consider volunteering your time or donating to their cause. By actively contributing to these initiatives, you can lead by example and inspire others to do the same. Additionally, consider joining or supporting advocacy groups that work towards policy changes and sustainable practices in desert regions. By amplifying your voice and advocating for stronger conservation measures, you can make a significant impact on the preservation of these fragile ecosystems. Conclusion. Educating others about desert conservation is a vital step towards preserving these unique and valuable ecosystems. By organizing workshops, collaborating with local organizations, utilizing online platforms, engaging with local communities, and supporting conservation initiatives, you can inspire others to take action and contribute to the protection of deserts. Remember, every individual has the power to make a difference, and by sharing your knowledge and passion, you can create a positive impact on desert conservation efforts. 11. Emergency situations and rescue. 11.1 Preparing for emergency situations. When embarking on a journey through the desert, it is crucial to be prepared for any emergency situations that may arise. The harsh and unforgiving environment of the desert can present numerous challenges and dangers, making it essential to have a plan in place to ensure your safety and survival. In this section, we will discuss the key steps you should take to prepare for emergency situations in the desert. Assessing the risks. Before setting out on your desert journey, it is important to assess the potential risks and hazards that you may encounter. This includes understanding the extreme temperatures, limited water sources, and the possibility of getting lost or stranded. By identifying these risks, you can better prepare yourself and take appropriate measures to mitigate them. Creating an emergency plan. Having a well-thought-out emergency plan is crucial for surviving in the desert. Your plan should include the following elements. Communication. Ensure that you have a reliable means of communication, such as a satellite phone or a personal locator beacon (PLB). These devices can be lifesavers in emergency situations, allowing you to call for help and provide your exact location. Emergency contacts. Make a list of emergency contacts, including local authorities, search and rescue teams, and trusted friends or family members who can assist you in case of an emergency. Keep this list in a waterproof container or store it digitally on your phone. Emergency supplies. Pack a well-stocked emergency kit that includes essential items such as first aid supplies, a signaling mirror, a whistle, a flashlight with extra batteries, a multi-tool, a fire starter, and a compact emergency shelter. These supplies can help you survive until help arrives. Navigation tools. Carry reliable navigation tools such as a compass, maps, and a GPS device. These tools will help you stay on course and find your way back if you become lost. Water and food. Always carry an ample supply of water and non-perishable food items. In emergency situations, ration your supplies to ensure they last until help arrives or until you can find additional resources. Emergency shelter. In addition to your regular camping gear, pack a lightweight emergency shelter, such as a tarp or a bivy sack. This will provide protection from the elements if you are forced to spend an unexpected night in the desert. Understanding survival techniques. In emergency situations, knowing basic survival techniques can make a significant difference in your chances of survival. Here are some key techniques to keep in mind. Finding shelter. If you find yourself stranded in the desert, seek shelter from the sun and extreme temperatures. Look for natural features like rock formations or caves that can provide shade and protection. Conserving water. Water is the most critical resource in the desert. Conserve water by minimizing physical activity during the hottest parts of the day, avoiding salty or sugary foods, and covering your skin to reduce sweat evaporation. Signaling for help. If you become lost or stranded, it is essential to attract the attention of potential rescuers. Use signaling devices such as a whistle, a mirror, or a brightly colored cloth to signal for help. Create visible distress signals on the ground using rocks or other materials. Managing extreme temperatures. The desert can experience extreme temperatures, both hot and cold. Protect yourself from heat stroke by wearing lightweight, breathable clothing, and a wide-brimmed hat. In cold temperatures, layer your clothing and use insulating materials to stay warm. Staying positive and focused. In emergency situations, it is crucial to stay calm, positive, and focused. Panic can cloud your judgment and hinder your ability to make rational decisions. Maintain a positive mindset and focus on the tasks at hand. Practicing emergency scenarios. Before embarking on your desert journey, it is advisable to practice emergency scenarios in a controlled environment. This can help you familiarize yourself with your emergency gear, test your survival skills, and build confidence in your ability to handle unexpected situations. Consider participating in wilderness survival courses or practicing emergency drills with a group of experienced desert travelers. Conclusion. Preparing for emergency situations is an essential part of traversing deserts safely. By assessing the risks, creating an emergency plan, understanding survival techniques, and practicing emergency scenarios, you can increase your chances of survival and ensure a successful desert journey. Remember, the desert can be an unpredictable and challenging environment, but with proper preparation and knowledge, you can navigate through it with confidence. 11.2 Navigating and signaling for help. When traversing deserts, it is crucial to have a plan in place for navigating and signaling for help in case of an emergency. The vast and often unforgiving nature of desert landscapes can make it challenging to find your way or attract attention when needed. In this section, we will explore some essential techniques and tools for navigating and signaling for help in the desert. Navigating in the desert. Navigating in the desert requires a combination of traditional and modern techniques. While modern tools like GPS can be helpful, it is essential to have a backup plan in case of equipment failure or lack of signal. Here are some methods to consider. 1. Using maps and compasses. Carrying detailed topographic maps of the area you are traversing is essential. These maps should include information about landmarks, water sources, and potential hazards. Familiarize yourself with the symbols and legends on the map to understand the terrain better. A compass is a valuable tool for desert navigation. It can help you determine your direction and maintain a consistent heading. By combining your compass with the information on the map, you can plot your course and stay on track. 2. Navigating by the stars. In the absence of landmarks or during nighttime travel, celestial navigation can be a useful skill. Learn to identify key constellations and stars that can guide you in the right direction. The North Star, Polaris, is particularly helpful for determining north. 3. Using GPS and other modern tools. Global Positioning System (GPS) devices can provide accurate location information, making navigation easier. However, keep in mind that GPS devices rely on satellite signals, which may not always be available in remote desert areas. Carry spare batteries or a solar charger to ensure your GPS device remains functional. Smartphone apps with offline maps and GPS capabilities can also be helpful. Download relevant maps and navigation apps before your journey and familiarize yourself with their features. 4. Reading the landscape for navigation. Developing the ability to read the landscape is crucial for desert navigation. Look for natural features like rock formations, dunes, or distinctive vegetation patterns that can serve as landmarks. Pay attention to the direction of prevailing winds, as they can shape the dunes and provide clues about your location. Signaling for help. In the event of an emergency, signaling for help becomes paramount. Here are some techniques and tools to consider. 1. Visual signals. Visual signals can attract the attention of potential rescuers from a distance. Some effective methods include creating a signal fire. Build a fire using dry vegetation or other flammable materials. Choose a location with good visibility and create a large column of smoke by adding green vegetation or rubber tires to the fire. Using reflective surfaces. Carry a small mirror or any reflective object that can be used to flash sunlight towards potential rescuers or passing aircraft. Using bright-colored clothing or materials. Wear or display bright-colored clothing or materials to increase your visibility. 2. Auditory signals. Sound signals can also be effective in attracting attention. Consider the following techniques. Shouting or yelling. Use your voice to call for help. Yell loudly and repeatedly, especially during the cooler hours of the day when sound travels better. Blowing a whistle. Carry a whistle and use it to produce a loud, distinctive sound that can carry over long distances. Using a signaling horn. A signaling horn or air horn can produce a loud, attention-grabbing sound. Make sure to carry spare canisters if using an air horn. 3. Ground signals. Creating ground signals can help rescuers identify your location. Some methods to consider include building an SOS sign. Use rocks, branches, or any available materials to create a large SOS sign on the ground. Make it as visible as possible from the air. Creating an arrow. Use rocks or other materials to create an arrow pointing in the direction you are heading or towards potential help. 4. Using emergency communication devices. Carrying emergency communication devices can significantly increase your chances of getting help in a desert emergency. Consider the following options. Personal locator beacons (PLBs). PLBs are small, portable devices that can transmit distress signals to search and rescue authorities. Register your PLB before your journey and ensure it is in working condition. Satellite phones. Satellite phones provide reliable communication in remote areas where cell phone coverage is unavailable. Familiarize yourself with the operation of the satellite phone before your journey. Remember, signaling for help should be done strategically and conservatively. Use your resources wisely to avoid exhaustion or depletion of supplies. Conclusion. Navigating and signaling for help in the desert requires a combination of traditional and modern techniques. Familiarize yourself with maps, compasses, and celestial navigation to ensure you can find your way even without modern tools. In case of an emergency, use visual, auditory, and ground signals to attract attention. Carry emergency communication devices as a reliable means of calling for help. By being prepared and knowledgeable, you can increase your chances of a successful rescue in the event of an emergency in the desert. 11.3 Surviving in extreme conditions. Surviving in extreme conditions is a crucial skill when traversing deserts. The harsh environment of the desert can present numerous challenges, including scorching temperatures, limited water sources, and unpredictable weather patterns. In this section, we will explore essential strategies and techniques to help you stay safe and survive in extreme desert conditions. Understanding the risks. Before embarking on a desert journey, it is vital to understand the potential risks and dangers associated with extreme conditions. The desert environment can be unforgiving, and being aware of the challenges you may face is the first step towards survival. Extreme temperatures. Deserts are known for their extreme temperature fluctuations, with scorching heat during the day and freezing cold at night. It is crucial to protect yourself from heat stroke and hypothermia by wearing appropriate clothing and staying hydrated. Dehydration. Water is scarce in the desert, and dehydration can occur rapidly. It is essential to carry an ample supply of water and ration it wisely. Additionally, be aware of signs of dehydration, such as dry mouth, dizziness, and fatigue, and take immediate action if you or your companions show symptoms. Sandstorms. Sandstorms can arise suddenly in desert regions, reducing visibility and causing respiratory issues. If you encounter a sandstorm, seek shelter immediately and protect your face and eyes from blowing sand. Flash floods. Although deserts are generally dry, they can experience sudden and intense rainfall, leading to flash floods. Be cautious when camping near dry riverbeds or low-lying areas, as they can quickly fill with water during a downpour. Essential survival techniques. To increase your chances of survival in extreme desert conditions, it is crucial to be prepared and equipped with the necessary skills. Here are some essential techniques to help you navigate and survive in the desert. Finding shelter. In extreme conditions, finding shelter is crucial for protection against the elements. Look for natural formations like caves, rock overhangs, or even large boulders that can provide shade and shield you from the sun's heat. Conserving water. Water is your most valuable resource in the desert. Conserve water by minimizing physical exertion during the hottest parts of the day, covering your body to reduce sweat evaporation, and avoiding salty or sugary foods that can increase your thirst. Building a solar still. If you run out of water, building a solar still can help you extract moisture from the ground. Dig a hole in the ground, place a container in the center, cover the hole with plastic, and secure the edges. As the sun heats the ground, moisture will evaporate and condense on the plastic, dripping into the container. Navigating at night. Traveling during the cooler nighttime hours can help conserve energy and reduce the risk of dehydration. Familiarize yourself with the night sky to navigate using stars, particularly the North Star Polaris, which can guide you in the right direction. Finding food. While finding food in the desert can be challenging, it is possible to forage for edible plants, insects, and small animals. Research and learn about the local flora and fauna before your journey to identify potential food sources. Preserving energy. In extreme conditions, it is crucial to conserve energy to avoid exhaustion. Take regular breaks in shaded areas, avoid unnecessary physical exertion, and plan your travel during the cooler parts of the day. Emergency situations and rescue. Despite taking all necessary precautions, emergencies can still occur in the desert. It is essential to be prepared and know how to handle these situations effectively. Here are some key points to remember. Stay calm. In any emergency situation, it is crucial to remain calm and think rationally. Panic can cloud your judgment and hinder your ability to make sound decisions. Signal for help. If you find yourself in need of rescue, use signaling techniques to attract attention. These can include creating a visible SOS sign on the ground using rocks or other materials, using a mirror or reflective surface to signal aircraft, or creating a smoke signal using a fire. Stay hydrated. In emergency situations, ration your water supply carefully. Conserve water by drinking small sips at regular intervals and moistening your lips and mouth with water to alleviate thirst. Wait for rescue. If you have notified authorities or signaled for help, it is essential to stay in one place and wait for rescue. Moving around aimlessly can make it more challenging for rescue teams to locate you. Remember, surviving in extreme desert conditions requires preparation, knowledge, and the ability to adapt to the environment. By understanding the risks, acquiring essential survival techniques, and knowing how to handle emergency situations, you can increase your chances of a successful desert journey. Stay vigilant, stay hydrated, and always prioritize your safety. 11.4 Interacting with rescue teams. When venturing into the desert, it is crucial to be prepared for any emergency situations that may arise. Despite taking all the necessary precautions, unforeseen circumstances can occur, and it is essential to know how to interact with rescue teams effectively. In this section, we will discuss the best practices for interacting with rescue teams in the desert. 11.4.1 Stay calm and assess the situation. In an emergency situation, it is natural to feel overwhelmed and anxious. However, it is crucial to stay calm and assess the situation objectively. Take a moment to gather your thoughts and evaluate the severity of the emergency. This will help you provide accurate information to the rescue team when they arrive. 11.4.2 Activate your emergency communication devices. If you have access to emergency communication devices such as satellite phones or emergency beacons, activate them immediately. These devices can transmit your location and distress signal to rescue teams, significantly increasing your chances of being found quickly. Make sure you are familiar with how to use these devices before your desert journey. 11.4.3 Provide clear and accurate information. When communicating with rescue teams, it is essential to provide clear and accurate information about your location, the number of people in your group, and the nature of the emergency. Be prepared to describe any injuries or medical conditions that require immediate attention. The more precise and detailed your information, the better equipped the rescue team will be to assist you. 11.4.4 Follow instructions from the rescue team. Once the rescue team arrives, it is crucial to follow their instructions promptly and without hesitation. They are trained professionals who have experience in handling emergency situations in the desert. Cooperate fully with their guidance, as they will have the knowledge and expertise to ensure your safety. 11.4.5 Stay visible and make yourself heard. In a vast desert landscape, it is essential to make yourself as visible as possible to the rescue team. If you have brightly colored clothing or signaling devices such as flares or mirrors, use them to attract attention. Additionally, make noise by shouting or using whistles to help the rescue team locate you more easily. 11.4.6 Preserve your energy and resources. While waiting for rescue, it is crucial to conserve your energy and resources. In a desert environment, where water and shade may be scarce, it is essential to ration your supplies and avoid unnecessary physical exertion. Stay hydrated and seek shade if available to prevent dehydration and heat exhaustion. 11.4.7 Be patient. Rescue operations in the desert can take time, depending on various factors such as the remoteness of your location, weather conditions, and available resources. It is important to remain patient and trust that the rescue team is doing everything possible to reach you. Avoid taking unnecessary risks or attempting self-rescue unless explicitly instructed by the professionals. 11.4.8 Express gratitude and provide feedback. Once you have been rescued, it is important to express your gratitude to the rescue team for their efforts. These individuals often put their lives at risk to save others, and acknowledging their dedication and bravery is essential. Additionally, providing feedback about your experience can help improve rescue operations in the future. 11.4.9 Learn from the experience. Going through an emergency situation in the desert can be a life-changing experience. Take the time to reflect on what happened and learn from it. Consider what could have been done differently to prevent the emergency or improve the response. This knowledge will not only help you in future desert journeys but also enable you to share valuable insights with others. 11.4.10 Spread awareness and share your story. After experiencing a rescue operation in the desert, you have a unique opportunity to raise awareness about the importance of preparedness and safety in such environments. Share your story with others, whether through social media, public speaking, or writing. By sharing your experience, you can inspire others to take the necessary precautions and potentially save lives. Remember, interacting with rescue teams in the desert requires clear communication, patience, and cooperation. By following these guidelines, you can increase your chances of a successful rescue and ensure the safety of yourself and your fellow travelers. 12. Famous desert expeditions and challenges. 12.1 Historical desert expeditions. Throughout history, intrepid explorers and adventurers have embarked on daring expeditions to traverse some of the world's most challenging deserts. These expeditions have not only pushed the boundaries of human endurance but have also contributed to our understanding of these vast and inhospitable landscapes. In this section, we will delve into some of the most significant historical desert expeditions and the lessons we can learn from them. Early explorations. One of the earliest recorded desert expeditions took place in the 13th century when the Italian explorer Marco Polo embarked on his famous journey along the Silk Road. While not solely focused on deserts, Polo's travels took him through the arid regions of Central Asia, including the Gobi Desert. His accounts of the harsh conditions and the challenges faced by travelers in these desolate landscapes provided valuable insights into desert navigation and survival. In the 19th century, the European exploration of Africa led to several notable desert expeditions. One such expedition was led by the German explorer Gustav Nachtigall, who ventured into the Sahara Desert in the late 19th century. Nachtigall's expedition aimed to establish diplomatic relations with local tribes and gather valuable geographical and ethnographic information. His journey shed light on the cultural diversity and the immense challenges faced by travelers in the Sahara. Crossing the Australian outback. In the early 20th century, two Australian explorers, Ernest Giles and David Carnegie, undertook separate expeditions to cross the vast Australian outback. Giles, known for his determination and resilience, made several attempts to traverse the deserts of Western Australia. Despite facing extreme heat, water scarcity, and treacherous terrain, Giles managed to chart previously unexplored regions and open up new routes for future travelers. David Carnegie's expedition, known as the Carnegie Expedition, aimed to traverse the Gibson and Great Sandy Deserts in Western Australia. Carnegie and his team faced numerous challenges, including hostile encounters with Aboriginal tribes, lack of water, and the constant threat of sandstorms. Despite these hardships, Carnegie successfully completed his journey, providing valuable insights into the geography and indigenous cultures of the region. The Great Desert Expeditions. In the early 20th century, several expeditions set out to conquer the vast deserts of North Africa and the Middle East. One of the most famous expeditions was the British-led crossing of the Sahara Desert, known as the Crossing of the Great Sahara. Led by Ralph Bagnold, a pioneer in desert exploration and founder of the Long Range Desert Group during World War II, the expedition aimed to gather intelligence and test new desert navigation techniques. Bagnold's team faced numerous challenges, including scorching temperatures, treacherous sand dunes, and the constant threat of getting lost in the vast expanse of the Sahara. However, through meticulous planning, innovative vehicle modifications, and the use of celestial navigation, the team successfully completed their journey, paving the way for future desert explorations. Lessons learned. These historical desert expeditions provide valuable lessons for modern-day desert travelers. One of the key takeaways is the importance of thorough planning and preparation. Understanding the unique challenges posed by deserts, such as extreme temperatures, water scarcity, and navigation difficulties, is crucial for a successful journey. Additionally, these expeditions highlight the significance of adaptability and resilience. Desert environments are unpredictable, and travelers must be prepared to face unexpected obstacles. Flexibility in route planning, the ability to improvise shelter and water sources, and the willingness to adjust to changing conditions are essential skills for desert travel. Furthermore, these expeditions emphasize the importance of respecting and learning from local cultures and indigenous communities. Building positive relationships with local tribes can provide valuable insights into survival techniques, navigation methods, and access to vital resources such as water and food. In conclusion, historical desert expeditions have played a significant role in expanding our knowledge of deserts and shaping our understanding of how to traverse these challenging landscapes. By studying the experiences and lessons learned from these expeditions, modern-day desert travelers can better prepare themselves for the unique challenges they may encounter. 12.2 Modern-day desert challenges. While deserts have always presented formidable challenges to explorers and adventurers throughout history, modern-day desert challenges continue to push the boundaries of human endurance and exploration. From extreme endurance races to record-breaking expeditions, these challenges test the limits of physical and mental strength. In this section, we will explore some of the most notable modern-day desert challenges and the lessons we can learn from them. Ultra-marathons and endurance races. Ultra-marathons and endurance races in the desert have gained significant popularity in recent years. These races often cover vast distances, pushing participants to their limits in extreme heat and challenging terrain. One such race is the Marathon des Sables, held annually in the Sahara Desert. Spanning over 250 kilometers, 155 miles, in 6 stages, this race requires participants to carry their own supplies and navigate through sand dunes, rocky terrain, and scorching temperatures. The physical and mental demands of these races make them a true test of human resilience. Lessons learned. Proper training and preparation are essential. Participants must build their endurance, acclimatize to the desert environment, and learn to manage their energy and hydration effectively. Navigation skills are crucial. Participants must be able to read the landscape, use maps and compasses, and navigate through challenging terrain. Self-sufficiency is key. Carrying essential supplies, such as food, water, and emergency equipment, is vital for survival in the desert. Desert crossing expeditions. Modern-day desert crossing expeditions aim to push the boundaries of exploration and endurance. These expeditions often involve traversing vast distances on foot, by vehicle, or using a combination of both. One notable expedition is the Crossing the Empty Quarter expedition, led by British explorer Mark Evans. In 2013, Evans and his team successfully crossed the Rub al-Khali, the largest continuous sand desert in the world, covering over 1,300 kilometers, 800 miles, in 49 days. This expedition required meticulous planning, extensive logistical support, and the ability to navigate through treacherous sand dunes. Lessons learned. Thorough planning and preparation are crucial. Expedition teams must carefully assess the route, understand the challenges they will face, and have contingency plans in place. Adequate support and resources are essential. Desert crossing expeditions require sufficient supplies, including food, water, and fuel, as well as support vehicles and communication equipment. Teamwork and collaboration are vital. Expedition members must work together, support each other, and make collective decisions to ensure the success and safety of the team. Record-breaking desert challenges. In addition to endurance races and expeditions, modern-day desert challenges also include record-breaking attempts that push the limits of human capabilities. These challenges often focus on speed and endurance, aiming to set new records for the fastest desert crossing or the longest distance covered in a specific time frame. One such record-breaking challenge is the fastest known time (FKT) attempts, where individuals or teams strive to complete a specific desert route in the fastest time possible. Lessons learned. Physical fitness and mental resilience are paramount. Record-breaking attempts require individuals to push their bodies and minds to the absolute limit, often enduring extreme physical exertion and mental fatigue. Detailed route planning and navigation skills are crucial. Every second counts in record-breaking attempts, and participants must optimize their route to minimize distance and time. Weather conditions play a significant role. Timing the challenge to avoid extreme heat or other adverse weather conditions can greatly impact the chances of success. Desert conservation challenges. While many modern-day desert challenges focus on exploration and personal achievements, there is also a growing emphasis on desert conservation challenges. These challenges aim to raise awareness about the fragile desert ecosystems and the need for their protection. They often involve cleanup initiatives, reforestation projects, and educational campaigns to promote sustainable practices in desert regions. Lessons learned. Environmental awareness and education are crucial. Desert conservation challenges provide an opportunity to educate participants and the public about the importance of preserving desert ecosystems and the impact of human activities. Collaboration with local communities and organizations is essential. Working together with local stakeholders can ensure the long-term success and sustainability of conservation efforts. Adopting sustainable practices is key. Desert conservation challenges should promote environmentally friendly practices, such as minimizing waste, conserving water, and respecting wildlife habitats. Modern-day desert challenges continue to inspire and push the boundaries of human potential. Whether it is through endurance races, record-breaking expeditions, or conservation initiatives, these challenges provide valuable lessons in resilience, teamwork, and environmental stewardship. As we continue to explore and appreciate the beauty and significance of deserts, it is essential to approach these challenges with respect for the environment and a commitment to its preservation. 12.3 Lessons learned from desert explorers. Throughout history, brave individuals have embarked on daring expeditions to explore and conquer the world's most challenging deserts. These intrepid explorers have faced extreme conditions, navigational challenges, and the constant threat of danger. Their experiences have provided valuable lessons for those seeking to traverse deserts today. In this section, we will delve into the lessons learned from these desert explorers, offering insights and advice for your own desert journey. 1. Respect the environment. One of the most important lessons learned from desert explorers is the need to respect and understand the environment you are entering. Deserts are harsh and unforgiving landscapes, and it is crucial to recognize their unique challenges. Take the time to research and learn about the specific desert you plan to traverse. Understand its climate, weather patterns, and potential hazards. By respecting the environment, you can better prepare yourself and minimize the risks involved. 2. Plan thoroughly. Proper planning is essential for any desert expedition. Take inspiration from the meticulous planning of famous desert explorers. Study maps, gather information about water sources, and plan your route carefully. Consider the time of year, as desert conditions can vary greatly depending on the season. Take into account the distance you can cover each day and plan your water and food supplies accordingly. By planning thoroughly, you can ensure a safer and more successful journey. 3. Carry essential gear. Desert explorers have taught us the importance of carrying essential gear and supplies. These items can make a significant difference in your comfort and survival. Some crucial gear includes a reliable compass, maps, GPS device, sun protection such as a wide-brimmed hat and sunscreen, a first aid kit, a sturdy tent, a sleeping bag suitable for desert temperatures, and ample water and food supplies. Additionally, consider carrying a satellite phone or emergency beacon for communication in case of emergencies. 4. Stay hydrated. Maintaining proper hydration is vital when traversing deserts. Desert explorers have emphasized the importance of drinking enough water to prevent dehydration. Carry an adequate supply of water and establish a regular drinking schedule. Be mindful of your body's hydration needs and drink even when you don't feel thirsty. Additionally, consider using electrolyte supplements to replenish essential minerals lost through sweating. 5. Pace yourself. Desert explorers have learned the value of pacing oneself during a desert journey. The extreme heat and challenging terrain can quickly exhaust even the fittest individuals. Take regular breaks to rest and conserve energy. Avoid overexertion and listen to your body's signals. By pacing yourself, you can maintain your strength and endurance throughout the journey. 6. Navigation skills are crucial. Navigational skills are paramount when traversing deserts. Desert explorers have relied on various techniques, such as using maps and compasses, navigating by the stars, and utilizing modern tools like GPS devices. Learn and practice these skills before embarking on your desert journey. Familiarize yourself with the landscape and its features, as they can serve as valuable navigational aids. Remember to always have a backup plan in case your primary navigation tools fail. 7. Be prepared for extreme temperatures. Deserts are known for their extreme temperatures, with scorching heat during the day and freezing cold at night. Desert explorers have emphasized the need to be prepared for these temperature extremes. Dress in lightweight, breathable clothing that provides protection from the sun. Layer your clothing to adjust to temperature changes throughout the day. Use appropriate insulation and sleeping gear to stay warm during cold desert nights. Being prepared for extreme temperatures is crucial for your comfort and safety. 8. Adaptability is key. Desert explorers have faced unexpected challenges and obstacles during their expeditions. They have learned the importance of adaptability and flexibility in the face of adversity. Be prepared to adjust your plans and route if necessary. Stay calm and think creatively to overcome unexpected situations. By embracing adaptability, you can navigate through unforeseen circumstances and ensure a successful desert journey. 9. Learn from local knowledge. Local knowledge can be invaluable when traversing deserts. Desert explorers have often relied on the wisdom and guidance of local communities to navigate unfamiliar territories. Seek out local advice and learn from their experience. They can provide insights into water sources, safe routes, and potential hazards. Respect and appreciate the knowledge of those who have lived in and understood the desert for generations. 10. Embrace the spirit of adventure. Finally, desert explorers have taught us the importance of embracing the spirit of adventure. Traversing deserts is a challenging and awe-inspiring experience. Embrace the unknown, appreciate the beauty of the desert landscape, and savor the sense of accomplishment that comes with conquering its challenges. Remember to approach your desert journey with a sense of wonder and respect for the environment. By learning from the lessons of desert explorers, you can embark on your own desert journey with confidence and preparedness. Respect the environment, plan thoroughly, carry essential gear, stay hydrated, pace yourself, hone your navigation skills, be prepared for extreme temperatures, embrace adaptability, seek local knowledge, and above all, embrace the spirit of adventure. With these lessons in mind, you are ready to traverse the sands and unlock the secrets of the desert. 12.4 Inspiring Stories of Desert Conquests. Throughout history, there have been numerous inspiring stories of individuals who have conquered the challenges of traversing deserts. These stories serve as a testament to the indomitable human spirit and the determination to overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles. In this section, we will explore some of these remarkable tales that have left an indelible mark on the history of desert exploration. 12.4.1 T. E. Lawrence and the Arab Revolt. One of the most famous desert expeditions is the story of T. E. Lawrence, also known as Lawrence of Arabia, and the Arab Revolt during World War I. Lawrence, a British archaeologist, military officer, and diplomat, played a pivotal role in leading the Arab tribes against the Ottoman Empire in the deserts of the Arabian Peninsula. Lawrence's knowledge of the desert and his ability to navigate its treacherous terrain proved instrumental in the success of the Arab Revolt. He led daring raids on enemy outposts, disrupted Ottoman supply lines, and united the Arab tribes under a common cause. Lawrence's leadership and strategic brilliance in the harsh desert environment earned him the respect and admiration of both his Arab allies and his British superiors. 12.4.2 Wilfred Thesiger and the Empty Quarter. Wilfred Thesiger, a British explorer and writer, is renowned for his expeditions in the Arabian Peninsula, particularly his crossing of the Rub al-Khali, also known as the Empty Quarter. Thesiger's journeys in the 1940s and 1950s provided valuable insights into the Bedouin way of life and the vastness of the Arabian desert. Thesiger's determination to immerse himself in the desert culture and his ability to adapt to the harsh conditions allowed him to form deep connections with the Bedouin tribes. His book, Arabian Sands, vividly captures his experiences and the beauty of the desert landscape. Thesiger's exploration of the Empty Quarter remains a testament to the human spirit's ability to thrive in the most inhospitable environments. 12.4.3 Gertrude Bell and the Arabian Desert. Gertrude Bell, a British writer, archaeologist, and diplomat, made significant contributions to the exploration of the Arabian Desert in the early 20th century. Bell's extensive travels and knowledge of the region's history and culture earned her the title, Queen of the Desert. Bell's expeditions in the Arabian Desert were not only remarkable for their geographical significance but also for her efforts to understand and document the lives of the local Bedouin tribes. Her writings and photographs provide valuable insights into the desert's social and cultural fabric during a time of immense change. 12.4.4 Lewis and Clark's Expedition to the American West. While not strictly a desert expedition, the journey of Meriwether Lewis and William Clark across the American West in the early 19th century included traversing arid regions such as the Great Basin and the Mojave Desert. Their expedition, known as the Corps of Discovery, aimed to explore and map the newly acquired Louisiana Purchase territory. Lewis and Clark faced numerous challenges during their journey, including extreme temperatures, rugged terrain, and limited resources. Their ability to adapt to the harsh desert conditions and their determination to push forward despite adversity is a testament to their courage and resilience. 12.4.5 The Marathon des Sables. In the realm of modern-day desert challenges, the Marathon des Sables stands out as one of the most grueling and awe-inspiring events. Held annually in the Sahara Desert, this ultramarathon covers a distance of approximately 250 kilometers, 155 miles, over 6 stages. Participants in the Marathon des Sables must carry all their supplies, including food and equipment, on their backs throughout the race. The extreme heat, shifting sand dunes, and relentless physical demands make this race a true test of endurance and mental fortitude. The stories of individuals who have completed this arduous race serve as a reminder of the human capacity to push beyond perceived limits. These inspiring stories of desert conquests remind us of the human spirit's resilience, adaptability, and determination. They demonstrate that with proper preparation, knowledge, and a relentless pursuit of one's goals, even the harshest desert environments can be conquered. Whether it is through exploration, endurance races, or historical expeditions, these individuals have left an enduring legacy that continues to inspire and captivate us.